Don't mind me. Sweet. Okay, so that, and that. I should probably pay attention to the stream a little bit. I haven't even eaten dinner yet. This is bad. This is rough. I'm in a rough spot. I don't know what's going on. I'm lost. I assume I'm typing into the right chat. So I need a browser source. Let me know. Not that one. But this one? It's this one. Oh, we're gonna do that. And we'll just bump it down a little bit. Something like that. There we go. I think that works. Do I have to leave this open? I don't think so. Alright, so we got that, we got that. Got that. We got that. We got that. Alright, I think we're good to go. Probably want it in this screen as well. So. Venturino. Ooh, Venturinos. That is the right one. That one, we're gonna want it higher up in the middle. Oh, that's good. Something like that. There we go. Good enough. I'm happy. I'm happy. And isn't that what really matters? You know? We think about it. do. All right, so that's that. Muted the mic for me to open my beer. And we're just ready. We're ready to go. Late today, starting up. That's okay. We will have a co-commentator at some point. I forgot to ask when they're actually joining, but let me set that up before I forget. Risky Sweet. Sweet. Do. Streamer. That's set up for them to come in. Scoreboard is up and running. So we're good to go. Yeah, and then at the end of the stream, so I'm donating $5 per person that donates. Try and, encourage people to, donate some of that money. Cop a shirt. The shirts are super cool. Let me show the shirt real quick. I mean, it's on the link itself, so you'd be able to see it, but see if I got to. The shirts are very cool. Like, look at that. Who doesn't want to be a very cool manatee or a very cool wolf? Super awesome shirts. Thank you, Quasimodo, for, as always, coming up with these great designs. I particularly like the manatee because it reminds me of my cat. That's my cat. He is a very cool cat. So, okay. I got those on deck. It's doing like the same pose. Paws out, line back. Okay. That I'll try and remember to shout that out every once in a while. I think I got the Maturino command correctly. Yeah. That's going. That's where you can donate. We're gonna count it all up. How many people have donated at the end? See how much money I owe. Yeah, like I said, I think the number is 27. So get that up the 40. Make me hurt a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna donate through the Maturino. I might donate directly to the site, to their charity site. So if you do donate directly to their charity site, just let me know. It'll still count. I just can't. How else can I find out, right? Yeah, so just let me know. So yeah, and that's that. I think I covered everything. Maybe. We're currently at about $1,000. There's like a prize pool, which is a bunch of people doing like the, what do you call them? The goals, Maturino like goals or incentives. So in total, we got $1,144.48. So that number down that you see there is a little bit off, but that's okay. That is okay. In fact, I think I can. I'm just not logged in. Okay. Alright, that, yeah, come at me for some sets. Let me figure this thing out. We'll throw in a little check-in reminder. Fat penguin. Fat penguin. Yeah. There we go. So we got 4 people not checked in. Axio will remember, though. I have full faith in Axio to remember to check in. What are we up to? 16? Yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you guys definitely don't. I hate tower so much. I think it's. I'm upset at how much I dislike the rank system in Guilty Gear. I feel like every time I try and play, I'm like, you know what? I should just play plus R. Dude. Go. Retweet that. Okay. Yeah, I think I've done my TOing duties, assuming that Axio is going to hit me with the People's Connection results at some point. Doesn't have to be soon. We have so much time. So much time. So it's time to run sets. Oh, there's Axio. Let's go. All right. Oh, and someone donated too? Hell yeah.
Mankind
hell yeah.
cannot change society. So instead of duel one. Let's rock.
I don't even know what I'm doing. Someone's complaining about main normals to me? Execution errors? I don't understand that comment at all. Oh, that got the shit out of me. Yeah, I don't understand your comment at all, Axio. Oh, it's still set on winter stays. Let me fix that. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Let no, Captain. Let Axio fly. Alright, fine. I'll just be whatever. My want to be fair and to let you keep playing Axio was quickly overridden by my want to play. Dude, I even tried the preemptively 6x. Mayflower is saying her normals are bad. Interesting take. Dude, I'm just too slow. I'm too old.
You are old.
Hell yeah, what is this Nogoremi? Dude, do you even know what this game is?
Yo, dude, do I even know what commentary is? Your soul seems to be doing the same thing that it was doing when I last saw it.
That's because it's so fun. Like, it's not good. Like, it's not good to do a lot of these things, but god damn, dude, I'm like, man, I just fucking slid at that guy and uppercutted him? Oh. Oh, what more could I want?
Pretty much it.
What more could I want out of life?
I don't know. You could have been on vacation for 10 days. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's what you're up to?
Oh yeah, I had a great time.
Nice. Nice. You go anywhere?
Yeah, I visited some family, so it's pretty good.
Nice.
I haven't seen these. I haven't seen this uncle and aunt and cousin in like 4 years. So that's a long time. Oh, let's go, Captain.
Dude, your mic is a little weird.
You're a little weird. What's weird about it?
I'm going for it.
You need to tell me what's weird about it.
Oh, it was
Cutting in and out.
Yeah. I
Alright.
think. Bullshit.
Game says nah. I feel like my noise gate is off. And I feel like
You sound good now.
That-
You're like mechanical. It's like the digital, like, bad bit rate kind of thing.
oh, I know what's happening. Give me a second.
That hurt. That also hurt. That B15 game. This is bullshit. This whole round is bullshit. I'm upset.
All right.
Don't me. Be upset for me.
Ah, my goodness! I can't believe CaptainAfrica. How could you do this? Kevin deserves to win.
Damn straight I didn't. Fuck. You got me. I spent it all.
I mean, what else are you supposed to do? Just take it and die? It's lame. Gunflame always goes a surprisingly short distance. Ooh, that's not gonna hit. That's a wall break. It was supposed to be a DP to get the wall splat.
Yeah, I was going for a BP. And then I'm bad. You know how I'm bad at the game?
Happens.
You know how, like, I can't actually do anything? It's hard for me to throw fireballs, actually.
It's hard
Like,
for
I
you to throw
struggle.
fireball. Do you still play on stick, or are you on hitbox yet?
I've been on hitbox for forever.
Oh, I can't remember these days.
Oh, that hurt.
Two of my lights just flickered. What? Concerning. Oh, almost
We
got
are
picked up.
way closer to the wall than I thought.
Not believing in your 5Ks. It's terrible.
What do you mean? I did. Oh, I just messed up the input. I pressed. I just messed up the input. Don't worry about that. I believe.
There's one thing that I know about you, Kevin. It's full sin every time. Never question. Full sin every time. Oh, sometimes it's.
This isn't going very well.
What do you mean? I think this is perfect. This is what I like to see on my TV. Please tell me block break.
Yeah.
Totsugeki!
He was hella blocking.
Oh, I hit FD.
That's such bullshit!
What?
Dude, I'm so bad at that combo.
Do you play this game more than once a week?
I do not.
Well, can't say that you're that bad then.
Sure I can. Get 'em.
I can't believe
Garbo.
you've already relegated this status to this game to Street Fighter 5 status. You play it once a week, only when you're running a tournament.
It's because the hobby system of this game and the rank system is total and utter ass. I hate
You mean
it.
you're not grinding to heaven every reset?
Even if I'm in heaven, I hate it. Like, I 100% hate signing into this game and playing. Unless I want to play sets with somebody. If someone's like, yo, Kevin, you want to play sets? I'm down, I get in there, we play sets, it's great.
Duel 1.
Feel like you're trying to talk, and I'm not hearing anything.
No, my noise gets kind of weird, and the phase of my computer kind of activated, and I need to raise it. But then when I raise it, then sometimes you can't hear me because I like to mumble. Oh, checking the connection.
Dude, look at that counter. It's just like it's letting me know that I got fucking owned.
It's okay. I'm bumping my noise gate, so I'm not looking at anything. Oh, he got dropped.
Yeah,
GG's,
yeah.
you won. Everybody dropping?
Everyone dropping.
Oh. You got Axio. Oh,
Yeah,
what's up, Axio?
Hey, Axio.
I should probably open up your stream if I'm gonna sit here and talk. How do I commentate again?
I don't. You say words. You make fun of me sometimes.
Oh, I'm a mod. I'm still a mod.
Axio got
Oh, I'm
booted.
getting a commercial. Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh, I know why I didn't used to get ads on your stream.
Because you were subbed for some godforsaken reason.
Because I was Twitch Prime stuff. I didn't spend my own money on you. Come on.
Oh god, why would you ever do that? Why would you ever waste money? Like, just burn it.
I mean, I wouldn't. It's free real estate. I already paid for Twitch Prime. I don't even know when I get billed for Twitch Prime anymore. It just kind of happens throughout a year, and I'm like, oh, it's $90. Cool. They could have raised the price of not Twitch Prime, Amazon Prime on me, and I would never know.
They have raised it a couple times over like 4 years, I think.
Oh my goodness.
Like, is it like 150
hopefully
now or something? I don't know. I don't buy it.
Hopefully I'm still grandfathered into the student discount.
Alright, but we got Risky Sweep here.
Hello, how's it going?
Doing pretty well.
You to leave.
You can stay. You're always welcome here, Noguremi.
Yeah, it's more than merrier.
$120. Oh no. Oh, they raised it. They're raising it this year to 139. Oof.
Yeah, big oof.
Might be time to. I don't buy enough stuff off of Amazon. I say that now until the next time I want to buy something, it costs $40 for me to ship it here. Then it'll be worth it.
Oh yeah, that's how they get you.
Alright. I feel like... Oh, right, I'm supposed to be making the room, and it's not working.
Ah, yes, because don't you love preparing your network?
Oh, love it.
It's the best part of this game. I get to stare at the screen saying preparing network.
That's sandwich time for me. That's like I get to go make food.
It's a bathroom break, food break. Oh, closing the stream break. We're gonna close and reopen the game.
Yeah. It was clearly stuck. How is the bracket looking tonight? Someone saying...
You got 15 out of 19 people checked in. Let me refresh. You got 17 out of 20 checked in. I lied.
Who the hell's not checking in?
I remember some of these things.
By the way, does everything sound okay on my end, or?
I'm getting a lot of digitally low bitrate voices. Is it me? Am I the problem?
I mean, I hear Risky Sweep just fine.
Yeah.
Now you sound.
I do like when I was listening to the stream right before going in. Noguremi was kind of coming in pixely.
That's not my fault. I sound great to my own ears.
I mean,
yeah, you sound
that's
good.
Good. I might be having network issues. I might be. How do I? Is there a way for me to check this in any meaningful way?
I also want to point out one of us is streaming and the other two of us aren't.
Yeah, but I have fiber.
I also have fiber. What does
Yeah,
that
well, shit. I got nothing. I have no comebacks here.
Who's your fiber provider?
Shit, TNT.
I feel like I'm also on AT&T, so
Yeah, I can't say anything. I'm stuck on Comcast. No other choice for me. So
That's brutal.
don't you
Yeah.
love the way that ISPs have cut up the country where they're the only provider in certain sections?
oh, I love it. Love it. I love having my network capped. It's great.
But hey, it's not a monopoly because somebody else controls the other half of the United States.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. We balanced it out. See,
I mean-
there's two halves.
Given the utility, I'm not opposed to it being treated like a power company. It just needs to, actually be treated like that.
Mm.
Instead of giving them full reign of certain areas and not regulating it at all and making sure that they keep up to date. But then again, then we could end up like Texas, so who knows? Maybe it's better. Maybe it could be so much worse. It could
Everything
be like
can always be worse.
and their power company.
This could become an oligarchy. That would be bad.
Yeah.
Seems like it already is.
It certainly does
The
feel
worst
like
part
that.
for me is I'm so close to municipal internet, but we don't have it in my city. It's in the next city over. Chattanooga has municipal internet, so it's just like it's I could taste it.
Oh my goodness, Chattanooga. That takes me back. I have friends that live in Chattanooga.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what else is in? You know what else is Chattanooga? Hot sauce.
Yes.
I buy hot sauce from them about every 3 months.
There you go.
That's some sort of upstate New York thing.
No, it's Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I was so confused. Like, what? Because I just assumed.
It's like,
that
why
they
does
were in the same
nobody
ro-
know this?
Yeah. Admittedly, I don't think I've ever had like Chattanooga hot sauce. Admittedly, but that makes sense. That makes sense for the area. So
Yeah, it was a good town.
yeah, I like it a lot.
I think very close to it is one of the widest towns in America. Or maybe it is just Chattanooga in general, which might also be an accurate statement.
Yeah.
Let's see if I remember where Chattanooga.
I'm gonna bet it's Knoxville somehow. That's where I live. But
Well, that's fair. Let's see if I remember. Oh no, I forgot how Tennessee is laid out.
oh yeah, no. Tennessee's end up being like we are completely split apart. I've never despite me traveling all over the country, I've never been to Memphis because it's all the way over there.
It's very far.
It's like
yeah.
it's slightly too far away to go, but it's too close to want to visit.
Yeah, like I can drive to Nashville and back on a night. That's fun. But Memphis to me is 8 hours. So. I mean, that seems worth it for barbecue, but.
No, I think one of the widest cities in America is Decatur, Tennessee.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
That's what it was. I had to find it on the map.
I forgot to check to see who donated. Who donated?
It wasn't me.
It was Kyet. Thank you, Kyet, for donating.
Society.
Shit. We appreciate you.
Duel 1.
Well, Kevin appreciates you. You're being hit. I don't get a single penny. You know, I found Decatur on this map, and now I lost it, and I'm just lost in Tennessee as I look at the map.
that seems normal for Tennessee. It just.
I feel. Where did I go before? I found Dayton. And once I found Dayton, I could find Decatur, but I have to find Dayton again.
Oh, I'm a moron.
I mean,
Oh, I'm a genius.
Oh yeah, no, I know exactly where. Yeah, that is. It's like in between Knoxville and Chattanooga, like kind of close to Athens.
Thank
So,
you. I was looking further west.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, no,
I've never
Chattanooga-
been as a half black man. I've never been stared at more as like just being different than being in Dayton the kids.
Yeah, that's yeah.
On the bright side, I think Dayton has a pretty interesting restaurant. I think that monkey in the name.
Drop a combo.
I'm just in Dayton.
Doing the Google Street View.
Well, that kind of doesn't help. I kind of didn't pay attention to where I was going. Monkey Town Brewing Company. There it is.
Ah, yes.
Brewing companies are always good
Wins.
until they're not.
Yeah, until like the lows, like they get a little in over their heads.
Man. Duel 1.
They either get in over their heads or they just aren't there yet. Like they're just slowly gaining popularity.
Oh, there's definitely a Waffle House everywhere.
Ball on the East Coast, yes.
Yeah.
I live in places where Huddle House.
Oh yeah, the huddle, like the bootleg Waffle House.
How do you get more bootleg than Waffle House?
Actually, surprisingly, just by Huddle House. Like Huddle House tries to be so many different restaurants at the same time. It takes the name of Waffle House, but it's trying to be like a subpar 50s diner for a subpar 50s diner.
Yeah. And
That-
in the 50s were 70 years ago. So.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
the boldest command grab I've ever seen. Sorry.
You haven't seen me play Miko.
No, you play, it's very scary. I don't know what you're talking about. If it's anything like your Guile.
What do you mean? I take only the most well-defined risk in the game. You know what really did it to me? I've been playing Sudoku puzzles for like 6 months now.
Oh, I got me. Okay.
And what I've realized
I
is
blocked? How did I block that?
I'm letting Kevin resolve his he's a counter hit right.
Sorry. Okay, Sudokus.
Yeah,
Sudokus
so my
are pretty fun.
Sudoku, 6 months, and I realized that's a game where I play it. It's a single player game. You do it yourself, and all you have to do is count to 9 in different rows. I find that even in that game, I get bored and I just take a guess for no reason. Like I just make a risky play. I was like, this is just how I play fighting games. I just make a risky play in neutral for no reason other than I'm bored and I want something to happen.
You know, there's something to that because I do that the same thing for P-Cross actually. I've been playing a lot of that before going to bed, and I'm just like you know what? Fine, I'm just gonna I'm gonna fill the square. I'm gonna fill the square. I don't care if it's going to be right or wrong. I'm gonna make something happen.
Yeah, you just see what happens.
Yeah.
I should send you. There's a site of like alternate Sudoku rules where it's like a whole bunch of different kind of.
Listen, I can barely get sub 5 minutes on whatever this app's hardest difficulty is. Alright, I really gotta get down even further. And sometimes it's just a function of how long it takes me to input numbers. Like I play their easiest puzzles and it still takes me like 8 minutes because I have to go around and like still figure stuff out and input the numbers, and there's times where I have everything figured out and it's like, cool, it's gonna take me 10 seconds to input 3 numbers because I have to click all these different squares. It sucks.
Well, it's one of those apps where like the UI leaves to be desired a little bit.
I mean, it's just point and click. It's not difficult. I just tap the square and then I have to tap the number, but doing that repeatedly it adds up, basically.
Yeah, that takes time.
Because I can't just like select multiple squares and just fill them with a number. That would be interesting. It would save some time, but that's not the really issue. Sudoku has always been you just input one square at a time. It's not bad. It just hurts when it comes to time. Yo, Walter Armageddon. Okay, maybe don't wobble. Maybe just take the
Oh, you're talking to
me.
me
Oh,
again.
no,
I tuned you completely out.
Kevin, I know that you do.
He's in the zone.
I'm also, despite being in the Discord lobby and being able to look at the very fast Discord stream. Oh no, oh there it is. I'm watching the actual stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had joined the lobby and I was just I forgot, I didn't realize you had the stream going.
Are you the cat man?
Yeah, yes, I have the cat ears.
I'm the cat man.
I sang that too much to my wife. She got annoyed at that.
No, didn't enjoy it. Wasn't a fan.
She never enjoyed that. She thought it was not a great.
No, it's not a great song. What do you mean?
It's not a good song.
It's a meme.
It was fun.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta like walk around the house by yourself and just go, "I'm the scat man." You just sometimes
it was the weirdest thing. My
My
dad shared his Spotify playlist with me, and I just played it. I didn't even look what was in it, and the scat man came up, and I was like, I think I messaged him like, "Dad, why is this in your playlist? Like, I can't."
it's like, Dad, we gotta talk. We gotta work through your Spotify playlist.
No, he just hit me with it's funny. What do you mean?
I respect
I was like, that's fair. You know what? I can't be mad.
And yeah, GG's cat. I did have your number this week. I was on fire with all of my reads.
It's funny because Soul has fire. You see how Kevin toots me out.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he's also trying to play the game. But it's sad that Mrs. Kevin Rahal just does not appreciate good music.
She doesn't. Oh, she's starting to like metal. I've listened to metal enough that she's starting to like it, which upsets her.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Like, you just start listening to it and you get some like power metal stuck in other people's heads, and then they ask for your mixtapes. It's good.
Tool gets stuck in my head so fast. All right, I'm a head out. It's great talking to you, Kevin.
Right.
Risky Sweep, great meeting you.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah, and enjoy being in Knoxville.
I'll do my best.
it really does take something sometimes.
Yeah, just gotta soldier on sometimes.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Nogurumi.
Have a good night.
Yeah, thank you for having me on, by the way.
Of course. So I don't know if you saw, but the charity tournament tonight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, with the 2 t-shirts and everything, so that's awesome.
Yeah. Just remind me to check that out, or to shout that out from time to time. And I gotta beat CaptainAfrica really fast because I gotta do a little bit of TOing work, and it's hard to TO while you're playing.
That is true, especially online brackets like that. It's just like I want to continue hitting buttons, but got to make the delegations happen.
I first way too soon. I was too ambitious. So how are you doing? Who do you play?
Pretty good. I'm doing pretty good right now. I'm just honestly, I'm just glad it's a weekend. I'm like, this is one of the few Fridays I've just had clear. It's like, yeah, I can do stuff. I can do stuff now.
Nice. You have the
Like
whole
stuff.
weekend clear?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just like all the events, the local stuff that I do for Scruffy City FGC down here in Knoxville is next week. So
Okay.
got a little moment of respite before that all begins. So I'm gonna enjoy it as much as I can, and then I'll run around like crazy next week. So In the meantime, though, we'll see Sol versus May stuff happening.
I kind of have Captain Africa's number too. It's because we play a lot and he doesn't change his defensive options very often. Or his offensive options for that matter. Captain Africa, you gotta change up how you play, alright? You're just like my friend Philosopher. Your defensive and offensive options are too narrow. It's too easy to get a read on what's going on. But GG's though, GG's.
Yeah, I as a fellow May player, yeah, I get stuck in autopilot mode quite a bit with certain things. So
yeah. So I gotta do test. Who's test? Four? Sorry, I gotta TO a little bit test.
oh yeah, no, do what you need to. Do what you need to.
Is Chrome or are you?
Yeah. Oh, we do have a yeah. Let's make sure that's the right. I think your charity link is going to the wrong link. By the way, just a heads up.
Oh, I have a charity command. Holy
You
shit.
do, yeah.
The fuck? All right, let me correct that. It's Maturino, so let's. Dude, I gotta look at what my things are. That's a real old one.
I'm a little scared to look back at like some of the Moobot commands. Is like, what did I set? Why did I have this set?
Alright, there we go. Bam. Alright, charity also does that.
All right, good.
There we go. Very cool. Oh, Kyet, earlier when you say, Dan, that RC happened after the Super Flash. There was nothing cool, nothing special about that. You're just too far away. You're just too far away for your supers to punish that gun flame. No. I knew what you were thinking, but no, you're just misspacing your stuff. Or I'm just godlike at spacing, because I'm just the best ever, forever. Right? Isn't that how you think, Risky Sweep?
No, I mean, like, yeah, of course. It's gotta be, you just gotta, like, you know, gotta believe. Just trying to make sure I have everything all set here.
Alright, so we need Test Your Luck to do the connection test correctly. Now I know who they are. Test Your Luck. Where's Test Your Luck? There you are.
So is the fundraiser carrying over from earlier this week? From Monday too?
Yeah, it's carrying over from Monday, right? So we're just adding to the pile.
Already over $1,000. That's amazing.
That's right. A little bit over that because there's like $144 in like sponsor incentive things, like when you like follow Twitters and look at links and stuff.
Yeah,
we're at pretty good amount. I'm throwing in an extra $5 for the first 40 people who donate, so we're up at 27 or 28 now with Kyet, so you know, we're almost there. Hit me for the full 200. For the full 200. I need to give change location.
There we go. Well, you got one so far. You got one for me, so
there we go. me send him this. There you go. There you go. So we just got to get. So right now, we're giving TestYourLuck a few minutes to figure out the connection results. If he can't, then we'll probably just let it rock and have him do that after like the first round, just to keep things moving along. Stealthy's here tonight. God damn.
Oh, hey, we got a.
Yeah, I don't see him in the bracket, but I see him in the thing.
Stealthy like.
Sorry, you were saying?
Oh yeah, I was making a bad pun. It's all good. It's all good. But it's the bracket's filled out quite a bit actually since I last looked at it. So, but yes, I don't see Stealthy either yet.
All right, unless he's Dayuni, or it's Rowdy. He might be Rowdy. I'm trying to remember because he joined our tournament for a few weeks. Way back when we first started. Yeah, great action player, right? Obviously, I'm sure people have seen him on other tournaments. Yeah, it's really cool that he's deciding to grace with his presence. Yeah, so you're joining. Alright, so I need to figure out how to actually keep track of. I don't like having the count, like scroll through all of these extra like incentive things and shirt purchases and whatnot and figure out how many. I gotta figure out a better way to count these charity contributions.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah. But I mean, like going through Match Arena, I do really dig that. Like you guys, like like both of the shirts for the very cool Manatee, very cool Wolf shirts with the rainbow pattern.
Oh yeah, those are some awesome. I'm just gonna check Axioing because I know he's here. Axio being our the best TO that has ever lived.
I appreciate every TO that I come across doing the hard work.
All right. All right. What is even going? Alright, process. There we go. Not a different Stealthy. It's a different Stealthy. Goddamn.
Oh, in an even stealthier Stealthy. Perhaps?
Yeah, that's he's the true Stealthy, right? He's sneaking on in.
You know, like after.
Even... Yeah, we don't even know who he is.
Yeah, no, you know how like in survival mode after like 10 or so you get like the red aura version of like whatever character fighting. That's the Stealthy we got.
That's right. Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, that's good though. Like, there's a lot of players that I recognize some of the names on here, but there are even more that I do not, and I just like watching people play and getting seeing new faces. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah, this is a very fun game to watch. Like it's super entertaining. I like the RC like mechanic, like the freeze frames, like the pauses. It gives you a time to get hype about stuff.
Yeah, or like kind of like rev yourself up and then drop the combo like what I typically do when it happens. It's like oh, I got the hit. Oh, I got it. Oh no, I dropped it. Okay, all right. All right. But like some of the stuff I've been seeing, especially with blue RC combos, that I'm amazed by like some of the stuff that we're still figuring out with that in this game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while before this game is solved in any realistic capacity, and if do that, and what do you call it? If Arc System treats it like they treat what do you call it? Dragon Ball Z, it's gonna fucking go all over the place. Like,
yeah,
God knows what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, no, I lost track of Dragon Ball Fighters after season 2. It's like I looked at that game, I saw like after patches, like I don't know what's happening anymore. It's scary. I'm scared. Holy.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna get. That's one. Oh, okay. He's given me one. All right, who do we want on stream? We want let's get MeatMan and TestYourLuck on stream.
Okay, I'm gonna have to join the lobby again as well.
Oh, did you get disconnected for a little bit?
Discord.
I'm confused. I think am I?
Testing?
Is my internet dying?
You sound fine now. I think like I don't know if that was on my end or your end, unfortunately.
I think like my something like reset because like I had like the Discord like startup sound again.
Yeah, no, you definitely disconnected and reconnected. It sounded like I thought it was me for a second, but
okay.
But I did get disconnected from the room, so give me 1 second too.
Is the room scuffed again?
Oh, that's a good question. I see it. See if I can enter it. There we go. Yay.
Alright, there we go. Got that nickname sorted out, so that's good to go. You're in the lobby. You're going to be spectating with me. Awesome. That means I don't need to stream it on Discord, which is probably good given how weird things are going on right now. This is weird.
Yeah, save that bandwidth.
Well, like I said, like I have gig down, gig up, right? It should never be a problem, ever, for anything, for me to do anything on the internet, ever, forever, right?
You would think that. You would think that, but no, they find a way. The internet finds a way. My current problem has been like my internet will be perfect until like once an hour, like it's just like this whole like we'll cut off for like 10 seconds.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, and I've tried a bunch of things, and I think I was okay. I've solved it, and then like a couple days later, it starts happening again. It's been kind of like it's the worst kind of troubleshooting at the moment.
Yeah, and I agree actually. It's definitely an instability, which either means that maybe it's my router, maybe it's the actual AT&T line. Yeah, so no matter what I'm doing, it's gonna be it'll happen, right? There's not a bandwidth thing. Not a bandwidth. Hello, CaptainAfrica. So could you shout out? Hold on.
Sure.
Are they not coming? Man, lobby. Okay, there he is. Could you shout out the charity quick?
Oh yeah, yeah,
On
of course.
Checking things.
Yeah, like this entire week for the online local has been doing a fundraiser for transtexas.org. Trans rights are human rights, and Texas' latest attack on our rights need to be answered. So, like, the money we're raising here all week is going to be focusing on combating inhumane policies and protecting our fellow people against the bullshit that is the Texan government. So this is transtexas.org, like everything going to the fund. And there's also, if you go to the link exclamation point charity or exclamation point Maturino, you're gonna see there's a couple things you can do. There are, I believe, all the claim codes have been taken at this point, but there's still sponsor quests. You can add things free without any extra contribution if you want there. But also if you can also contribute on there, and I believe Kevin Arhel did say that for at least up to $200. Did you say that?
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna for every person that donates, going to be donating an additional $5 to the pot. So, I mean, hey, there we go, right there. Also,
free money.
Yeah, free money all day. And there are 2 shirts that both the very cool Rainbow Wolf and very cool Rainbow Manatee. So I remember seeing the online local tweets asking what animal it could be, and I was like, I didn't get a chance to follow it up, but yeah, manatees are very cool, and I'm very tempted, especially with triangular shades. It's nice.
Yeah, we ended up recycling 2 older shirts because those animals already existed, but we gave them the really awesome kind of rainbow coloring in there that you see. We had to check with the t-shirt printer, make sure that was fine to do and the colors wouldn't bleed over, right?
Yeah.
It seemed like they're good to go. I don't know if what do you call it? I don't know if we made this known at the time, but the very cool manatee has been non-binary since its inception.
Oh,
Fun
really?
fact there, yeah.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
So originally we're going with that, and then I was like, let's also throw in a second shirt, because why not? Why not?
I mean, the more the merrier. And I definitely have the very cool dog shirt from that. I guess
that's the OG.
Yeah, the OG, the fresh fit at that point. So. So are we waiting on our two competitors?
Yep, looks like our second person was just able to join the lobby, so we should have our match underway now.
All right.
Yeah,
so...
one of the guys had trouble connecting to the lobby, so it just took a little bit extra long, but that's okay.
Okay, that's probably also due to the instability that was happening earlier, so that makes sense. So, but we're getting started now. We got MeatMan versus TestYourLuck, and I know TestYourLuck has been making a little bit of a terror throughout online tournaments. I've definitely seen that name quite a few times. So,
really, okay, well, it's the first time TestYourLuck has graced us with his presence.
Yeah, Nagori Yuki swinging the sword around.
That little sequence of pressure was really impressive. I liked all of the options that he chose there. Got the wall break too, and all of a sudden it was going all MeatMan, and now TestYourLuck looking like he's in a little bit of trouble. Never mind, my god.
Yeah, I was able to jump up and do the super immediately afterwards, and actually caught on that, even up the life bar here. Yellow RC, stop that! I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna take a bite out of Giovanna's dog crime, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, backing up immediately to start, because Nagori Yuki has so many good startup options at the start of the round.
Just continuing the string, blood gauge level, I forget how they do the levels. It is level 3, slowly building down with these. Look at that pressure, just non-stop.
It's about to pop. There it is. Big chance for MeatMan. Gets a couple of combo, tries to go for the charge, gets grabbed and put into the corner. Very dangerous situation.
Chip's a problem, yeah.
Yeah, and Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, just a matter of time before the end came. You have very little meter. Nagori just finished getting rid of all that blood rage. A lot of block strings are coming that all do chip because he's got a sword.
Yeah, it turns out that like sword, like you can only handle a sword for so long, even if you're like super strong tough or you have a cool dog.
Mm-hmm. Going
So-
into game 2 here. I mean, I liked what MeatMan was doing though. There was a lot of I liked how they were kind of challenging neutral. I loved the immediate just jump up super on like the wall break situation. But that was a nice move.
Yeah, MeatMan's been doing a good job of taking care of like those opportunities, especially when TestYourLuck gets popped there, and, like immediately like no hesitation there. That's like you gotta be ready for let's go for the dust in there. The Koryuki has an answer for that though. That's making it very tough. Like yeah, 0 after Beyblade spin, you gotta worry about that, and that's another row for TestYourLuck.
Yeah. I really like TestYourLuck's meter management here. Even like not just the plug gauge, but also like spending these RCs to keep the pressure going and like it's a slow burn. He's not forcing the action with it. He's just using it to keep it going, and I like that a lot. Although he landed on the other side and didn't expect it, giving MeatMan an opportunity to take things back, and they do it.
Oh, but gets Papa unfortunately was already in the air, so makes it a little bit safer. Alright, getting back into the corner here, keeping up the pressure, gets in.
Great challenge.
Unfortunately, wasn't able to get
Braves
on
gets the
inside.
hit. Can we get the combo going? It's so close, and he tries to tech the throw. Let's go, MeatMan.
Good comeback at the round. That starts with the gold burst. Doesn't get punished for it, TestYourLuck, but we'll get with the 5K. Slowly pushing into the corner, getting out of it, then to the pinwheel.
Dash to the backdash. I think catching a second backdash. Now TestYourLuck is MeatMan in the corner, but once again, TestYourLuck trying to tech a throw that's not there.
Catching with the 2K. Yeah, again, like what you were saying earlier, yeah, like just activate the PRC just to continue the pressure and like didn't help as much, but does get the round at the end there.
When they get the pressure seeming to be too much, but this is a first to 3 run, first to 3 the whole bracket. So MeatMan still has time to recover, compose themselves, and make that comeback.
Mankind News. Duel 1.
Alright, here we go. Oh man, round start. I guess it's the DP motion. I don't know what. I need to learn move names. That's probably my biggest flaw right now. Oh my god.
I mean, the only move name that I always remember from the Koryuki is like Bloodsucking Universe, because that's surprisingly not a Metal Song title. Yet.
Yes. It sounds like it should be though.
It does very much. It sounds like that may be what Daisuke's Vision's all about at that point.
Daisuke is like how is this not a song name already? You guys need to up your game.
I'm gonna exert my influence. I'm gonna throw it out here. This is a free one for all you bands out here. You need a name? There you go. Just like that. That's your looking set point.
Yeah, and it looks like TestYourLuck is trying to get a little bit fancy with some of the things here. Feeling confident after those first 2 games, but you know, MeatMan is still dangerous until they get big old counter it like that. That should be the round.
Yeah, that's very solid, perfect to end it and move on. Yeah, MeatMan got a few good hits in there, but it it's overwhelming in first before you with TestYourLuck.
Yeah, that was brutal. But you know what? I believe you when you say that TestYourLuck is a killer. That looked clean. That looked clean. Test versus Eddventure round 2. Unfortunately, we won't get to see that because we're going to see Luckyxd and Fat Pan.
Okay, we still got a match. Like, be interesting to see the results there for sure from Eddventure and TestYourLuck for 20. So
So honestly, I didn't know who TestYourLuck was, right? I was every time I see a new name, I'm like, we're getting them on stream. Like, bring them in there.
Yeah, of course. Gotta make sure it's like it's front and center. I've definitely seen TestYourLuck on other streams before doing some very solid work with Goriyuki. So it just honestly, like when I saw that name, it's like, oh, I'm excited. Maybe I'll get to like talk about one of those matches. There we go. I got it.
Yeah. So we're gonna try and get Luckyxd and Fat Penguin. Both names I don't recognize.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember if Fat Penguin's been here before. I think MeatMan has, but I'm pretty sure I've also seen like a couple variations of MeatMan over the months that Strive has been out in terms of people in this tournament. So it's hard for me to tell.
Yeah, challenge is great for a certain thing, but it's hard to keep up, especially when people have slightly different names than what they use everywhere else. Like they're.
That is true.
But how have you been doing? Like you asked me that earlier. I didn't get a chance to ask you back.
Oh, I've been doing okay. Yeah, I can't complain. Work's work, you know.
Oh yeah.
Been playing. I actually don't play Strive very much anymore because I hate the online ranked and lobby system.
I can respect that.
Yeah, it sucks. I hate it because the game is so fun, but every time I fire up the game, I get so pissed off. I'm like, I've actually been talking. So I have a couple like kind of like IRL friends Discord going on. We play like fighting games together. I'm convincing them like we should just start playing Plus R again. Like that was way better. Back to Plus R.
Yeah. The rank system doesn't bother me as much, but I'm getting to that part where like I definitely have people ducking just because they see my level. It's like, no, I just want matches. Come on, just see it. Like just let me have this.
Oh man. Yeah.
And that's been a little frustrating, but
because what was it? Yeah, it's the they haven't. If they just cut out the I don't super mind getting kicked back and forth between Heaven and floor 10, trying to do the challenger thing, the challenger too much. It's just that the animation takes like if you cut out that animation, like play it the first time, sure. Cut out that animation.
Long, isn't it?
Just kick me back and forth. That's fine. I'm not that upset that the sets aren't finished. Right?
Yeah, it's like the game is like, here's your cone of shame. You're back down on floor 10.
No, but even when you go up, it's the same thing. It's like, oh, you're gonna have to go. Like, here you go. We're taking off the cone of shame now. You get to play.
The big ceremony. They got to play the whole like. They got to get the whole the brass orchestra out for it.
I'm like, just
play a 15-minute song.
Play games. I just want to play games. That's all I want.
But okay, we got Luckyxd playing Faust, and we got Eno on the other side as well. So.
An Aura player as well. So,
all right.
To be looking forward to that out of Fat Penguin. All right, Luckyxd starting things off a little strong. Getting the hit into the mix.
And Mini Faust is in play, like wanting to hug Eno.
Oh man!
He gets a gold burst, and was that like a counter burst? What was happening there?
I have no idea what's going on. All I know is that Luckyxd has gotten a full read on Fat Penguin this whole round. I mean, up until that little mix situation. But they've been calling out every jump, every button press, just everything. All right. Yeah.
Oh, get caught on the second bounce parade. Yeah, like as soon as Fat Penguin has the corner, that's where the damage is, and already getting the lead from that alone. Starts going with the big tree in the middle, and then gets the corner again.
And a chip out situation there. A little bit Luckyxd being a little bit too stingy with their meter.
Faust, it's really hard to like you want to be throwing out items, you want to be doing all this stuff, but like you got only limited enough window, especially when like you have Eno rushing towards your face. Oh, catches the stroke though. Throwing out another Mini Faust happening on the field here, pushing all the way to the other corner, almost. And both of them actually getting caught on the lump.
Oh, and the wake up super, you know what? It's plus on block anyways. I don't think Faust is... no, Faust should have a way to punish it, right? It's just air throwable. Is it air throwable? I don't remember. I know all I do is DP it, right?
Yeah,
I just don't think.
To approach it. Like, I will actually hit it with disjointed buttons with May. And I'm
Okay.
like, oh, okay, I can get rid of that. You might be able to... Someone in the chat can probably correct us on that, but I can definitely hit it prior to. It's a very, very small window.
It's definitely me. I think I'm the problem.
Uh-oh.
The internet problem. Because, like, yeah, I gotta figure that out. But that's a later problem.
Right. Trying to keep the distance. Oh, it catches on the unblockable.
The unblockable, unreactable command grab, because that's what Ino needed. In all of her high-low mix-ups, she needs an invincible command grab.
One more mix for the road, basically. But I always feel super bad, but I bet it feels good to be an Ino player when you do that. Yeah, I bet a smirk on your face, like, I did that. Because I would do that. I would do the exact thing. Okay, getting on the purple RC, we're getting full combo, all that. Nope. More mix-up Psycho Cruncher all the way into the corner, breaking the wall.
After this game, or after this match, I'm remaking the lobby. I'm gonna restart my computer or my game again because this is absurd.
Okay, that sounds good.
Like we didn't actually get to see most of the rounds. Fast forwarding through like most of the rounds, both rounds. Man, I feel bad. It sucks. Why does it have to be this week? Why this week? What's different? Anything different?
It's an internet sick week.
Yeah.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Actually, it was 2K early.
Looks like Lucky's not playing.
You know, that might. I think that's the case. I think we just realized that might be. We might have something else going on. Maybe a DC. We'll find out what's going on out there. I hope everyone's having a good time, though. Just
Yeah. Controller is fucked.
Ooh, oh no. Okay, well, I just saw. No, okay, I did see some movement. Like, looks like maybe some controller issues did get fixed.
Lucky saying that he forfeits.
That's unfortunate. That's not the way you want to see it happen.
No, especially when we actually got to see the round go.
Yeah. But it is how it is. That's how the online tournament goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That's how tournaments go. So sometimes people's controllers just crap out of them. And that's that.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
not
controllers are like
they're
they are
physical
fickle
parts. Yeah. They have electrical and physical components that wear out over time.
Mm-hmm. And they always will pick the correct the most incorrect moment just to fail completely. So yeah, look, Fat Penguin will be moving on. Because that was game 3, wasn't it? Yeah.
That was game 3, yeah. Alright, I'm remaking the lobby.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. In the meantime, yeah, we got still plenty of matches to go through here. So
does that actually put us in the top 8?
I don't think so. I think this is top. Like,
no, it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, we're Disbanding this room. Get it out of here. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want
Like
it
a-
anymore.
Like a refund on this room.
Like tempted to restart the game. See how this goes. Because, yeah, my internet is sucking balls right now. Which is weird, because, like, the stream looks fine.
Yeah, stream was looking fine. You sound fine
I
to
have
me on
no
the Discord.
drop. Yeah, I have no dropped frames on the stream. And as soon as this thing works, oh, am I actually connecting? Can't tell. Okay, I am actually connecting. Game played fine. That's good. It spectated like total shit. Connection wise, that's good. I'm really glad that the game was good for you guys. But it spectating wise, it was total shit because like we kept loading in late and it would just fast forward through every round. And it kept like having intermittent problems where it would like pause. So I'm glad that it's not affecting you guys.
Yeah, I will say like I was able to see it mostly normal. I think it's sped up a little bit at the beginning, but after that it was fine for me. So I was able to try to commentate as much as I could on that second match, especially. So
yeah, let's get you in, Captain and MacMens. So let me just update this lobby code real quick. Get you guys in there. 6 CDKS. All right. MacMens. Lobby and go round 3. There we go. That is that.
Oh, no wonder why I
what?
wasn't in. I was looking at the wrong screen. Sorry, my bad.
That's okay. So what we're saying positive about this, right? You know, we're here for a good cause. We already raised a pretty good amount. I know Joe Monday was really hoping to hit like 2K, which might not happen. That's okay. You know what? Because what we do is going to make a difference in, you know, people's lives, and that's what really matters.
Yeah, absolutely. Like every dollar counts towards this. So.
Yeah.
And honestly, already getting over 1,000. That's an achievement in of itself too.
So like I said before, every person that donates, so thank you, Medic, for donating. Every person that donates, I'm going to throw in an extra $5 up to a 40-person cap, which I think we're almost at 30 people now. So we just need a couple more people. Make my wallet hurt. While you're considering whether or not you want to do that, we're going to watch a little bit more Guilty Gear. We got CaptainAfrica, the regular, versus MacMens, who is definitely, almost certainly been around before. Trying to remember the last time they were here, but not coming to me. They're rocking that Anji with the orange color. Spinning to win.
They're trying to throw out the beach ball pretty early on. Where's like a vertical dolphin. Get on the other side. Still have to deal with this Fuji mix of purple RC. I'm going to continue having my turn. Thank you.
Finds the hit on the confirm. The tick throw is good. Setting up the butterfly yet again. CaptainAfrica's struggling to deal with this pressure.
Yeah, good instant block from MacMens on that, and gets into the Fuji, gets the corner, and gets the round at the end there. Oh, tries to go in and go for a ballsy throw. I dig it. I understand. I respect it. But it didn't work out, though.
Getting caught by the Fuji mixes again. CaptainAfrica trying to do the jump back H, but MacMen's ready with an answer.
This is one of those problems, like, where, especially if you're a very button-heavy May, like I am, like, you get trouble, like, into, like, the Fujins where, like, oh, yeah, I'm already spinning, or, like, all these big buttons that Anji has that can cause a lot of problems. But actually getting the confirm RC, tries to connect it, confirm it into the corner, no can do. YRC, good, like, just keep a, tread on life, gets the throw at the end, even it up.
Can CaptainAfrica make the comeback? No!
Oh, Unfortunately, I tried to go for the 6HS and was just short of missing, giving the opportunity to MacMen to clear out that round.
So close. That was so close. That was we were getting ready. I was so ready to be hype and to shout it out and be like, oh my god, Captain Africa is the god making that comeback, but
yeah,
just a little bit short both in the round and with the 6H.
Yeah, 6HS is, yeah, that forward heavy slash is such a good button, but when it misses, it misses.
Good stuff on MacMens for having the whiff punish ready to go.
Just kind of keep. I like what MacMen's doing though, trying to keep mostly keep out of the range and just biding their time at this point. Sets up the burst to get out, and there's that Fujin. Purple RC tries to mash it out.
Oh, gets caught. Yeah, overhead. Yeah. Unreactable. Definitely can't react to that overhead. Sorry, there was one time someone said that 20 frames is unreactable. I think that overhead's like 24 or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? What?
He's like, excuse me?
I'm so confused right now.
Anyway, Captain Africa did get close out the round there. Tries to kind of beat out the incoming Anji with the heavy slash, but not quite there. Trying to again take advantage of it, just staying slightly out of distance.
Yeah. So the way Captain Africa throws out those 6Hs, I'm starting to think that they might be better off being a Soul player, you know? Like, they're throwing out like Soul's throw Far Slash.
I mean, there's a reason to do that with those little heavy slashes. Like, it's a big hitbox that does take up a lot of room and does get unsuspecting players just walking in unknowingly. But also, yeah, it gets you into trouble in situations like that.
Especially with someone who's willing to be patient and whiff punish it.
Yeah, and MacMens has definitely been patient.
Which is not easy to whiff punish. It recovers fairly fast. These anti-airs are on point, though.
Yeah, getting throw, sets up the butterfly, and jump out there, but the horizontal dolphin. Oh, yeah, okay, still had burst at the end there.
I think Captain Africa went to bait the burst, but didn't quite get all the way underneath and blocking the wrong way, which is so unfortunate.
Fujin, oh yeah, canceling down with the overhead, making it safe. One more Fujin for the road there. MacMen taken over after what seems like a very strong start for Captain Africa.
MacMen's proving a little bit too strong in that game, but Captain Africa still has one more to give before they're knocked down to the losers bracket. Let's see what they got in the tank left in store, because they definitely, they're definitely laying a lot on the line that last game.
And Anji's one of those characters, especially as Mei, that I get worried about jumping in because he can just cover. He can just hug the sky at some points in this moves.
Just like that, Captain Africa adjusting with those empty jumps, not able to take advantage of the whiff 6P though.
Oh, gets the overhead kiss in the corner. That's gonna be a chunk of damage.
Opting to break the wall right away. Jumping over the throw, but no punish on that.
Yeah. Oh. And waiting for button to come out first from the Mei. Oh,
there's the block.
There it is.
Going all the way to the wall. Spend the RC. I feel like there's an RC route there to break that wall and take the rounds.
Yeah, unfortunately, tried to go for the. Did a super jump. Unfortunately, I don't think that might have been a misinput on the super jump because didn't get the got punished on it afterwards.
But it's okay, Captain Africa. Stay composed. Continue hitting their buttons. Found the round win.
Backdashing out of the chest.
Back H is good once again. And oh no! You're anti-air whiffed!
Well done. That was... Yep, just stop and go, go for the throw, try to go for it again. Has a purple RC to just continue the pressure anyway.
Alright, Dolphin, the red RC, catches the backdash, keeping the juggle going. Not quite close enough to the wall to get the full combo, but MacMens is in trouble. Pretty much like one hit, do it.
There it is.
Oh,
There's that hit. The
there
magic
it
button
is.
itself. Jump heavy slash.
It's so good.
It is. I mean, there's a reason. Like between like I play Darby Dagger and Samurai Showdown. I play May and that's for the same exact reason. They're jumping heavy move. So good. I just like slam that out all day.
Samurai Showdown. I'm trying to remember who the Ken of Samurai Showdown is. The Seven Swords guy. That jump H is so good.
Yeah, it really is. I was thinking that or Genjiro at one point, but yeah, I think you're right. Okay, no punish on the slash horizontal dolphin. Oh, mashes out the and this time gets out the first base at the burst again.
No, drops the combo.
No.
Picks it back up.
I'm not sure how that hit actually, because that seemed like that's just the right amount of time. That was like perfect recovery for that move. And we might be seeing this may be the beginning of a little bit of a comeback.
Yeah. But once again, MacMen's the anti-airs. That's what led him to victory. The 2 games that he got. Looks like it might be leading him to victory in this round. Can CaptainAfrica stay out of the skies long enough to win? That's the question.
CaptainAfrica just happy to just spam out that 2S move just to get out their extra reach. It's a good move that you can do in limited application, but it's like especially in the ground, super good. Finally, a little bit of a punish on the horizontal dolphin.
Caught the backdash as well. CaptainAfrica coming back, tying it up 2-0 or 2-2.
Starting to believe a little bit. That was a good catch there.
It was. CaptainAfrica, well done. Good adjustment. Got him scared of the throws. Got him a couple times trying to press buttons on his throws as well. And they're catching that backdash, ready with the combo. Had the combo locked and loaded, ready to go. Shot the man trying to flee.
Yeah, definitely not maybe was a little bit afraid. Like, I don't want to get in the range of Anji's buttons, but it's like, okay, I got to get in range now. I got to be up close to personal, and it's working. Working pretty well, actually.
Varying up the dolphin timings as well. I like it, but MacMens has the anti-airs on deck, just waiting for it.
Yep, bursting out there. Actually gets hit by the beach ball, trying to, like, poke out with K.
Overhead is good.
A lot of big damage there. Oh, but actually able to escape. Just in time.
Alright, try the bait out of the burst. Didn't come out of MacMens. CaptainAfrica will gladly take this wall break.
Oh, yeah. Get that damage. Get that positive back.
Oh, he tried the anti-air, but it was too late.
A little bit of hesitation, just going into it. Nope. Oh, tries to go for the purple RC, whiff on that, but it's all in Anji's favor.
Yep. I really like the PRC attempt there. I love the idea of it. Unfortunately, no invincible move for May there. Just DP through what they saw as a button coming out.
Yeah, no, it's like, oh, you're doing that? Okay, I can just do whatever here. Uses that horizontal dolphin to just get close in on range. Sets up the dolphin. I know, yeah, Fujin to get the throw. Catches all the dust and the butterfly.
Oh, and called out the dolphin with the 6P. That's gonna do it. CaptainAfrica put up one hell of a fight.
Yeah, almost bringing it back all the way through.
It was looking really good on that first round there, but in the end, MacMen's proving just a little bit too strong, but it was close. It was close, though. We'll mark it down on the bracket.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, like, at that last, it was close. Like, I wasn't sure where things were going in. Like, I know CaptainAfrica in the chat said, make it destroyed. That was not a destroyed. That was a good match. That was a good match I saw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it was a good and set. Alright, so we're gonna get Kyet and Petrafied Ooh, Petrafied took it over Eddventure. 3-1. Okay. I
all
believe, if I remember my history right, from last week, Petrafied took the tournament over Eddventure. In grand finals, making the comeback, losing in top 8 before making the run back in grand finals. Now it's Eddventure's turn to make that losers bracket run.
Ooh. Yeah, that's like especially if Ed's running with the Jacko, that's a long road ahead. But I've seen Eddventure's Jacko. It's hell good. So, but in the meantime, we're getting what, like Soul versus Axel? I mean,
That's right. We're getting Soul versus Axel. Kyet's gotta be shitting his pants because I had a read on him. He's like, is Petrafied gonna have a read on me, or you know, is Petrafied gonna like? Because we play very different. Although Petrafied does like sending it. You know, it's a very he's always sent. You know, you just send it. You stick it in the envelope, slap a forever stamp on it, and you send that shit.
You just like how long does it take to get there? I don't care. We're sending it out.
Will it make it? Who knows?
It will have like if you get the insurance on it, you see it go everywhere but your opponent's location.
That's right. That's right. You're like, oh man, it's going through the sorting machines in Texas. Fuck. Well,
it'll be there for a while.
I guess it's gone.
Yeah, sorry. I'll send another one later.
Don't worry. We got a whole stack. We have a whole stack of stamps. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. I got you covered. We're gonna make it happen.
All right. Well, here we go. We got Petrafied versus Kyet.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been playing a lot of Axel lately, so I need tips on this matchup for sure.
Okay. Kyet, very good. An excellent player. Thoroughly fun to play against and watch. Oh, but that's a nice anti-air. Forces the burst out of Kyet. Right now, Petrafied doing a really good job of pushing Kyet to the corner.
Yeah, like kind of keeping and avoiding a lot of the zoning potential there. Like a little bit of a scramble happening, but in the favor of Petrafied. Gets the wild throw.
And there, the Bandit Revolver follow-up caught. Kyet trying to jump out. Petrafied's gonna take that round. In a very nice, like pretty clean round as far as, you know, as clean as Soul versus Axel can be.
Yeah, like Kyet was trying to throw out a lot of the standing punch and just trying to get it, and Petrafied was just avoiding everything that round. Like it's working a little bit better this time around, but.
Oh, I love that little air movement out of Kyet in a very normal spot that you would throw out a jump S, did a backdash instead, whiff punish the anti-air attempt.
Yeah, just the one vision, going to get that quarter combo. That's what I need to learn. That's what I've been trying to figure out, and it's like I don't. I've been in the lab.
Oh no, whiff punish on 6H. Kyet just gonna hit him with the explosion.
Yeah, Resin Genki, make it its mark. Yeah, just kind of running in, just closing the distance there, getting with the 2K.
Oh, big counter hit. I'm gonna go right into that DP. Oh, look at that damage. We still have corner control as well. I like the burst.
Yep. Oh, catches in the air with the 5K, but nothing afterwards. Just like it's corner. This is still big. Building up that risk gauge. Oh, and
ducking right underneath the 5P.
That was so good. Just ducking in just a nick of time, taking advantage of frames afterwards, just to punish.
Yep. I say ducking, but most characters can run underneath the 5. Like you'll get hit standing, but if you run, you lower your hurt box just enough to get on underneath.
Slightly low profile then.
Yeah. And that's been a thing, I think, in like all Guilty Gears. Like Soul running an Axel gets underneath his 5P.
Okay.
As opposed to standing, you get clipped by it. So, that was both players obviously know what they're doing. But yeah, it's this patience out of Petrafied. There's the ability to keep that pressure on and the juggle. get all the way into the corner off of an anti-air. That's so brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, mostly kicks in that whole combo, too.
Finds a hit, gets a little hit confirmed right into the wild throw, and that's gonna do it.
Yeah, had the number on that round for sure. Like, it got the wild throw into the RC. Was going to get the corner anyway. If it's like, if you had more life, I could do much more damage. But I don't need to. I don't need to do that. Geki kind of pushing all the way back, like, to the other side. Keeping the safe spot for Axel.
Yeah. Kyet fighting the way out of the corner, but they get clipped. That's gonna be a big combo.
Oh, misses on the volcanic viper. This.
I don't know if block. That's a block. We get punished.
Yep. Oh yeah, bursting just in nick time. Got to save the life there.
Yeah. Force the burst. Gets the double jump to make the in-air whiff. No whiff, no punish on the block 6H though. This time running out, smashing his head into the ground. Petrified.
Yeah. I'm always a little terrified when soul players have the run up 6 heavy slash and like it makes its mark like that. It's like I'm just like it's like, oh, you have that. Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's a fast button. You get counter hit, oh man, you're gonna die.
Yeah, it's not a fun time for the other players. It's definitely a fun time for Soul, but
Alright, going into game 3. Petrified up 2-0 right now. Can Kyet make these? It's there. It's every round. Like, so many of the rounds are so close. Some, like, one round you got it perfect. Like, it's so close to being there. Can they solve the puzzle that is keeping Petrified out of his face?
Yeah. A lot of it was Kyet was just unfortunately whiffing on key movements. Like, try to like anti-air with the 6P was just a little short on that. Got a full combo off that earlier. And now just trying to keep the distance from away from Petrafied. Backdash on the Eddventure Magic is going to get full combo from that.
And he keeps the corner, but oh, the wild throw falling victim to the overdrive.
Sometimes you just gotta throw it out. This time it didn't work last time. This time it did. Has the corner, got a burst out of it. Tries to run up on the other side. Still gets the gold burst afterward. Very dangerous position for Kyet.
And the trade is gonna do it.
Yep, and it's gonna end up with a Tyrant Rave for cool extra points.
Yeah. Y'all love that shout there. Petrified on set point. That's a big. That can. So ready for that counter hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say Petrified's anti-airs have been really on point this entire set.
Oh yeah, his anti-airs are the best I've seen of any soul in this tournament. Perhaps the best I've seen of any player, really.
Oh.
He's trying to send it. He's got the stamps ready.
He's set it up. He's got priority mail, but not quite there yet.
Right. He's stuffing them into the mailbox.
The Postmaster General does not suggest putting the Night Raid Vortex into the mailbox like that, but okay.
He wants the Night Raid Vortex so bad. You can feel it in how he's trying to play the neutral. Like he wants to.
It's like, oh, and yeah, catching on the 6K there. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is.
Waiting for it saw all those 5Ps coming out, and he's like, now is my time.
Yeah, and that was a little over half health from that alone. Catching with the jump in. Oh, first half bend, the revolver does make smart RC to continue the pressure. Gonna catch on that. That's gonna be it.
In the end of the day, the damage out of Soul was just too high. The pressure was too good.
No, just unfortunately, that is one of the problems that I when I've been playing Axel right now. I'm not nearly as good as Kyet here. But as soon as like players start closing in, it's like, oh no, the panic starts setting in a little bit. So I definitely feel for that situation.
With that, we're going to go to the other side of top 8, where we have Medic, the Ram player, versus MacMens, who we saw earlier, up against CaptainAfrica.
Okay, Medic Medic is, if I recall correctly, like from a little north of me in the Kentucky area, if I recall correctly. So
Okay.
good seeing someone I've seen in other brackets around the region here.
Yeah. I don't try and stalk any of the players. I mean, I end up doing it accidentally a little bit, but I don't try to.
You like the accidental friendships at that point. So it's like, oh yeah, I know this name. This seems familiar. So we're gonna get Ram versus Anji. That's an like I haven't seen a whole lot of that matchup now that I think about it.
And I'm confused. That's not you. What? I got the wrong medic. But it was the right medic. It's the right medic.
Oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
He's talking about you. He's talking about you.
Yeah,
okay.
I was wrong. I apologize about that. I'm sorry about that. But it's further confusing because the medic I know also plays Ram. So I'm extremely confused now. But oh well, I get to see more medics, more Rams with the name medic playing.
I'm just gonna say it right now. Our medic's better than your medic.
Oh, we're having a medic fight. Okay, all right.
Our medic can beat your medic up.
My mom said my medic could win everything.
All right, here we go. We got medic versus MacMens.
All right, so I'll try to make it up to medic for the hopefully in commentary. So.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society, so instead.
But yeah, no, like I was saying, I haven't seen a whole lot of this matchup, so I'm very curious to see how this goes. Going into the Fujin, just kind of keep the distance. Ram has definitely the the attack range. Oh, try to go into the Rekka. Try to grab outside of Fujin, nothing for it though. Continue with that pressure from the purple RC from medic. Oh, ends it with the I forget the name of that move, the smackdown, like the throwing down on there.
Oh, 100% risk.
That's probably gonna
go
kill
PRC. Oh hell yeah, they're so fucking dead.
Yeah,
they're dead for days.
Sometimes, like when I see the risk gauge go up to the red, it's like sometimes I see like just you get a tantalizing taste of damage, but no, medic got the full bar there.
Yeah, Ram's got damage for days. Like even, especially in the corner, even mid-screen, they can push all the way to the corner. They just have to sacrifice a little bit. One thing I want to point out, though, at the very beginning of that first round, there's a nice little sequence of both players trying to lift punch each other that really let me know that we're in for a good-ass set.
That's true. He was super to break the wall. That's a big chunk of damage. Fujin through the first one to kind of keep it away from the sword, like trying to debilitate medic just a tad here. Going to try to get back to the super.
Gonna have to FD all of that.
Yeah. Lots of super meter drain there. Good.
Nice
fight
anti-air. Medic. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty. MacMens trying stuff out. Definitely, not gonna go down without a fight, but also looks slightly lost at the options that medic was choosing. Like his medic was doing at ranges that looked like they're just a little bit uncomfortable for MacMens to be dealing with. So we'll have to see how they make these adjustments and how they're able to, because it's going to be a good ass set. So I fully expect MacMens to make those adjustments to make this a good ass set.
For sure. Unfortunately, hadn't burst at the very beginning of that, like before getting maybe down. I'm still going to get it anyway. Going to get the corner. Chris Jericho style. Let's break that wall.
Alright, backdashing the pressure, but getting a big old counter hit going for the RC, but drops the combo, giving MacMens the chance that they need to make the comeback.
Oh, tries to go in for the backdash. So unfortunately, Ram Swords still can reach you. Still will reach you. I do like MacMens has been trying to like at least like experiment and trying to keep away, like kind of try to keep it like whenever like one of the swords have been away, so like trying to push Ram all the way into the other side, keep the everything as like as slow as like far as possible. But unfortunately, whiffed on the slash there.
I like the immediate burst. Going for the big old overhead sword slam. Oh, MacMens, I like that anti-air attempt, but he gets it on the second try.
Oh, a little bit of an interesting trade on the butterfly there.
MacMens really trying to get that anti-air, but Medic not giving it to him.
Kind of keeping the distance, making sure to get out of that sword range. Unfortunately, now in the corner, gonna have to deal with all this pressure. Fujin does not quite make its mark for stride. That was a very bold try, but I like it. It's like it looked like it almost worked.
It was close. It was very close to working, but unfortunately, Medic had enough time, recognized the situation, and punished those recovery frames. Take game 2.
Had the super on in there just to clean it out.
Game 3. MacMens do not disappoint me. I mean, the second game was pretty good. I liked a lot of what was going on in the second game, but I want to see more. Give me more.
Oh yeah, no. I've noticed a pattern here where like the first games are pretty quick, like getting it. Either people figure something out. I want to see MacMens try to get it, like take up the upper advantage and figure something out. Unfortunately, these Rekkas are coming in hot and fresh.
A good challenge on the forward dash out of MacMens. Medic just keeping the pressure on non-stop until MacMens finally cracks.
Yeah. Oh, actually was able to jump, like just hop out of the corner, but still not enough to keep the tirade of Medic from happening.
Yep. Throw gets backdash. MacMens forgets the PRC. Doesn't quite have the reactions.
Very familiar situation here. Into the corner we go, into the air. We're gonna break this wall. No, not quite. Goes in with the dash like 2K, just trying to kind of keep it up. You can see the wheels turning. Like MacMen's trying to figure out what they can do to get out of this situation. Oh, I didn't realize he could Fujin for that long, and that's amazing.
Oh, throws the run-up button attempt. Now MacMen's on kind of the last legs. It's do or die. Can they take this round against Medic, or Medic will take this 3-0? Big anti-air almost does it.
Yeah, was so close to actually reaching on that. Unfortunately, just got whipped, and like Medic was able to punish it right afterwards to make that 3-0 to move on.
That and Petrafied. We'll get Petrafied and we'll do winners finals right away. Looks like, oh wow, top 8 isn't actually ready to go yet. Fantastic.
Yeah, we got a
efficiency.
Yeah, no, it's been a pretty strong, pretty quick bracket actually, especially for 3 out of 5. So.
Yeah, that's what we shoot for here. We shoot for very fast, action-packed brackets. Everyone, we get in here, we play our games, we have fun.
Yeah,
go home.
I love it. Yeah, get the good games in. Get a soda from the concession stand.
And as my favorite StarCraft 2 player says, more GG, more skill. So that means the faster you lose, the faster you can GG again. And you just get better.
Get that information and download it.
Man, looks like Petrafied is joining the room now to get our winners finals underway.
So we're gonna see the Soul versus Ram matchup happening here.
See how this
I
goes.
knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Already trying to start with the 2/ in the beginning there.
Anti-air, so good. And the delay, knowing that Medic wasn't going to react in time, has the jump S so low that it beats out the 6P. Ah, so good.
Yep. 6P making the mark again, and this is keeping on the pressure with Saul here. Getting the record to get out of the corner here. Tries to go again for, Volcanic Viper into the purple RC.
Yeah, RCing probably just a little bit too late. Maybe just dropping their combo a little bit back near for those plus frames. Catches the backdash with the 2D. Finds the hit. Gonna be able to kill off of this. Yeah, Petrafied. Petrafied's a freight train. Destination murder town. They won't stop. Alright, nice hit. Medic. Who tries to get the pickup, didn't quite dash forward enough. The Night Raid Vortex right on up the medic.
Able to jump out of it, like on that time. Oh, an unfortunate burst, but even more unfortunate combo. Never mind. We're still in the corner. Get a little bit of a super jumping on the other side.
There's drops all over the place out of both players right now.
Yeah, this has been kind of a little bit of a scramble. Okay, yeah. Oh, interesting. I did not realize you could just purple RC into the air throw to still keep the advantage in there, get the round at the end. Very nice.
Yo, DB trades with the sword, but you know what? I take that as soul, you know?
Yeah, we do that. We do those reverses. Oh, catches on the second one. Has the burst. Otherwise, going to feel another nasty combo. And there's that freight train just happening. It only has 2 stops. It's the left corner and the right corner.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, didn't expect the wall to splat so soon. Not able to get the round win there. Gives Medic the chance, which they're using this. They want it so bad, but the Bandit Bringer changing that jump art.
From downtown.
Right.
And that was only game 1. Wow.
That's right. That was only game 1, and you could see the brain cell churning, and you're like, wait a second, I haven't sent anything in a long time. Being more than a quarter of the round, more than 10 seconds. Let's send it. Jump up into the air, Bandit Bringer from as high up as possible.
Yeah, no, that was, if I recall, that's the first one I've seen, especially the first one that did land, so. Okay, Ram Medic already getting in the corner, but yeah, the Soul can just fly out of there anytime. Unfortunately, lost both the swords there. I have to wait a little bit longer to get it back. Using purple RC to give the Lex a little bit of time just to get the sword back and get that combo burst right back at you from Petrafied.
Yeah. Medic doing a great job of just stopping the pressure out of Petrafied right now. Let's see if they're able to keep it up as they do the stagger pressure into the throw. Oh my god, that didn't... How did that not hit?
I was honestly very surprised. Yeah, use the purple RC to get away from whatever Petrafied was planning. Keep it safe. Keep that distance there. Ram does win the distance game, but not by much, honestly.
Nice use of the 6P there. Able to follow it up. Take that round win.
6P a round start here. Trying to... Misses on the second Rekka. Still makes his mark, though. Going to get another full combo from that from another Rekka. Burst. A little short.
Ooh, nice 2S right there. Got the counter hit confirmed. Able to push Medic into the corner. Continuing this pressure. Falling for the second hit of the Bandit.
Try to reach it just a little too far. Just a little too far. We're tying it up, though. 1-1. This is the first, the first time, at least in the first, someone hasn't gone 2-0, on stream. Before things have changed, so we got ourselves a match. Okay.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
A little bit of a speed up on my end. 6P making the mark. Actually was able to bait out the burst from that. misses on the Rekka, but like stopped just short before getting hit.
One more Night Raid Vortex for the road!
Right. Oh, we're gonna get way more than that in this set. Alright, good block. Good block. Oh, we're going for the full combo.
I don't know if you saw, but even Ram couldn't believe that. Was like, it's like, that's what's happening? Okay. Just some gun flame there. Where the one place that Ram doesn't want to be on the board is like, I'm the one stuck in the corner. Getting the wild throw, yeah, bursting out of there to keep that corner theirs. And the Bandit Bringer hitting again.
What a disgusting game. What an absolutely disgusting. That was so fast.
Batting 1000 on those Bandit Bringers too.
That was so disgustingly fast.
Like you said, we get as many games as we can on the stream as we can. So
that's right. That's right.
Mankind. Duel 1.
We're back right into it though. Just keeping up close to personal. Actually hitting on the gun flame there. Good use of the 6P to get out, out of the corner.
What is even going on?
Looked like was able to actually block the Goldbergs, but it's like not quite. Wasn't able to do anything on it. But 6P with the Rekka happening. I forget. Yeah, Ram can just push all the way to the other corner. Like it, just definitely has those Hail Marys.
And only a nice anti-air out of medic. So can they keep it coming?
There it is. The package.
Oh, we're going through the wall. Oh no DP cancel. No.
Oh, unfortunately, gave Medic the opportunity to finish it out, and also, but like Petrafied has at least burst like at the start of the round, has like everything going their way, except for not winning that round. But it was ready for that with the 6 feet. Like, trying to one more. Yep. Okay. Third time's a charm.
Yeah, I don't think you can anti-air the Slissy Slash. I don't know what it's actually called. They call it the Slissy Slash. Good block on.
It feels like something like it feels like you would see someone in the mall doing that with like they would buy swords in the mall and try to do that in the food court or something.
It reminds me of like the tech rays. You know, swinging the glow sticks around. It feels like that.
Yeah, definitely. Those are big, gigantic, dangerous glow sticks.
They are glowing. Counter hit.
Trying to fish out with the 2K there, but get hit like trades on the Benbringer.
Oh, what was that pickup? Oh, okay, all right. It didn't do the full combo. So I can't get that excited, but oh my god.
Yeah, Bandit Bringer hit its mark again!
And the counter, but he doesn't do the counter combo. Why are you letting Medic live?
It just feels like that's just pure adrenaline talking at that point. It's like, I want blood. I don't care how I got it need to happen. That's how I'm going to get into grand finals.
Oh, that's disgusting.
That's Petrified 3-1.
Good stuff out of Petrified. Good stuff. All right.
Yeah, but that's only winner's side though. We got plenty of opportunities down as we continue along here. Also, yeah, if you in the chat, if you have not donated yet, both the online local for like earlier and for Guilty Gear Strive, where it's going to transtexas.org to help like money raising or going to the cause of focus on combating inhumane policies that that the bullshit that the Texas government is trying to do at the moment. So
That's right.
like
yeah, so we need, how many more people do we need to donate? I think it's like 10 more people to get the full $200 out of me, so even if you donate $1, like $1, just send it.
Yeah, if you do $1, it's now $6 because Kevin and Hell's gonna do 500% that dollar.
That's right.
But only the $5, but like still.
That's right. So get that on in there.
Yeah,
Get that on it. Or you know what? Buy a shirt.
Yeah, buy
a shirt.
buy
These shirts are super cool. Like, and they're limited edition. We don't do like this one's kind of a rerun because we've already done these animals, but we don't redo, like we don't just sell the shirts again. And like it's like one time only.
Yeah, it's especially not in the palette that it's in. It's like it looks very cool, very sleek. So.
Let me, do I still have the picture of the shirt pulled up? I might have closed that. I didn't I?
Yeah.
Let me find that shirt again.
And even if you don't have anything to pay, like I know all the claim codes are already claimed, unfortunately, but there are sponsor quests. There's other ways to donate to the pot for this. So.
And you know what? Just being nice to people that you know also helps.
Yeah.
Really, all we can really ask for. So let's
be excellent.
Look at these very cool shirts. They are so cool. A very cool non-binary manatee and a very cool wolf.
I'm very jealous of the triangular shades that Manatee has. I'm not gonna lie.
Check those out. This is like $20 a shirt, and $12 goes to the charity.
Right. So yeah, you're helping a good cause, and also you're getting a cool shirt.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that's a fair trade.
All right. Alrighty. Oh, I thought both players were in here, but looks like we're still missing one.
Yeah, it looks like we got I believe Fat Penguin on the player one side right now.
I think so.
So this looks like Test Your Luck and Fat Penguin. Okay. All right. It's Ino versus Nagoriyuki.
Waiting on Test Your Luck. If it becomes a problem, we do have, let's see, actually an Eddventure already played, so assuming actually we got bodied a dog. We do MacMens and Eddventure. Oh, nope, Test Luck is right there, coming on in.
Come on down.
That's right. Oh, CaptainAfrica donated $1. No, don't donate it to me. Donate it to the.
Oh, did he donate it to the Twitch chat or what?
He donated it to me. That's okay. That's okay. I'll put $6. I'll put $6 in for you, CaptainAfrica.
Okay. That's fair trade. It's like we gotta do paperwork now. There's like tax forms and stuff.
Oh yeah, you go here. Thank you, Captain.
Yeah,
appreciate
definitely.
you. Oh, that's funny though. Oh, that's funny. Okay, all right, calm down. We got a match on stream. We're good to go.
So we got the mix-up heavy Ino versus the unstoppable force Nagoriyuki. All right.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Now, already swinging at round start here, trying to get that very excellent combo that Nagoriyuki does get. A round start. Trying to go for the 2-slash early on. Still able to backdash and just forward, go into keeping the pressure on. Trying to make, basically the game is to make, not do anything.
Is that a safe jump? It's not a safe jump.
No.
I'm trying to rack my brain. I'm like, is that, what is Ino's safe pressure? I don't remember, because she has some. Which knockdowns? All right, going on in there. Oh no, dropping the combo. Test your luck, taking full advantage, going for the dust, but no punish.
Oh, and actually getting getting the opportunity to do the unblockable super afterwards. And not enough to kill, but very close, and almost close to popping. Test your luck. It's got to do something right now. Blocking the dust again.
And that counter hit's gonna do it all, man. No punish. Does Eno not have a punish at that range? It's should be -10. They're not full charged.
I'm not sure actually.
Corner pressure going to go. That is a lot of blood.
Already filling up. That's gonna pop at any second. Finally, was able to stop it.
Yeah. That was definitely a very calculated sequence where TestYourLuck knew exactly what move sequence he wanted to be doing to not pop there. Alright, gets hit in the toes. What's gonna be this time? Toes again. Alright, good challenge. Oh!
It's a gold burst.
That was a command grab attempt. That was 100% a command grab attempt. I think they just flubbed the input.
Oh.
They did it a little bit too late. Alright, TestYourLuck getting that round, tying things up 1 round apiece. Who's gonna get this crucial, well not crucial, but who's gonna get this first game? Right now, TestYourLuck putting on so much pressure, catching that backdash!
That, the Goryuki's 2S is such a good button. Even when it misses, it's still good.
That Beyblade. The Beyblade. Just swinging on in there.
Yeah. Like it's the fast pass basically at that point. It's like I can get in wherever I want as soon as possible.
Or like what neutral?
I don't need that. I left that at home.
Test is strong. Test is very strong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really enjoying their Nago play.
Oh yes, no, it's been very good.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Yeah, that's going to be the full combo all the way into the wall we go. Break that wall.
Yeah. Casual 55%.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god. I thought we were gonna get like an RC combo into death.
Oh, gets the grab just to finish it off. Getting the perfect.
Duel 2.
Tries to go for seconds there. Misses on the first time, but still having very commanding presence here. Setting the note. Just getting the counter on the trade there.
Struggling. We're struggling over here. Alright, we're back in it.
Cycle Crusher into the Chemical Love all the way in. Goes with the mix with the low. And this may be a hit.
Send it!
Yep.
TestYourLuck was tired of Fat Penguin getting away scot-free. Like, I have a reversal.
Try to go for the Chemical Love to finish it off. Unfortunately, just a little too late.
Good challenge, and then finally the dust finds its mark, and TestYourLuck going up 2-0.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people consider Nago to be like the best character in the game, and I honestly hope that the only adjustments that they make to this character are that they increase the amount of blood gain by his special moves and also increase the amount of blood drain by his normals.
Oh,
right?
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Right?
like
Because I don't want his staggered pressure. I don't want like his neutral to change. I just, if anything, just tone down the 0 to full blood nonsense. You know?
Yeah, like just slow it down a little bit so he's not already like we're already at level 3 at the moment. Like that's like not even 10 seconds happen. Getting the gold burst though.
You're gonna have to keep commentating. We're looking at a connection stream. No. We're speeding up. We're going. Oh no.
Right, are we good? What we're seeing right now, like right now, like Eno's got the corner. Certain victory into the purple RC. This looks like it's going to be a Fat Penguin round. No, miss. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was like letting letting TestYourLuck will drop the combo there, but the note hit just in time, was able to continue combo. A little bit of fancy combo at the end there. I've never, like Fat Penguin's been very good with these horizontal, like the Psycho Crusher style moves, like making those combos happen.
Oh yeah. Really good corner control, nice note. They're swinging right on underneath the sword. Alright. Okay, just wake up, close slash. Easy.
2S. Yep. Oh!
It clashes.
And the clash into the backdashing to keep it safe and keep off the pressure afterwards from TestYourLuck.
FDing everything, but you're out of meter to give because you knew the blood rage was coming.
Yeah. Tried to hold on to the faultless defense as long as possible, but I think that may have been like equaled out the end because Fat Penguin realized it's like, oh, I can just get in now. At that point, had all the time in the world.
Oh yeah, no. Once Nago is ready to pop, you just have to wait, right? Don't go in, like, let them pop. Don't get excited. They're gonna run out of meter eventually. Blood's not going down.
Enjoy the balloon exploding from a distance, and then go and reap the, like, I don't know why your balloon has rewards in it, but there you go.
It's a pinata.
Yeah. Pinata balloon thing. Anyway. Catching on a 6HS.
Has a big round start for Fat Penguin.
Now bursting before it's like, I don't want you anywhere near me right now, thank you. Catching on the stroke the big tree. Get double chemical love. And gonna get that wall broken.
You know, we're keeping them in the corner, using the note, make sure they don't go anywhere.
Yeah, and I haven't seen a lot of Enos do that, admittedly. Oh yeah, backdashing again, ready for that, for the super.
Yep, this time correctly punishing it from that distance, not letting it come out. But we got pressure, we have meter. What's it gonna be? It's in the air.
Yep, gotta keep those mix-up happening. Yeah, Beyblade, get back in there. We'll pause. You're just gonna keep it going, build up that risk. Not only makes it mark here, gets that was 2 hits for all that damage.
Here's the thing though, if Fat Penguin had just kept blocking, TestYourLuck was going to pop. But
That's
they
true.
got
Now
hit twice and he still barely didn't pop.
Yeah, in fact, sitting pretty comfortably at the moment here. Tries to go for the grab. Purple RC to keep it safe. Got one of those two.
And grab, it's party town. Oh, no party. It's already over. I thought we were gonna get party town. You know, when a Nago is at near full blood gauge and then they get that command grab, you know that we're gonna see a lot of moves all in a row.
Yeah,
Just movage.
Yeah, it's suddenly like as soon as the gauge is drained, at that point it's like you're basically Scrooge McDuck. You're swimming in the blood pool essentially. So, oh, catches all the way, probably extending the hurt box out a little bit. And gonna end it. No taking no chances. We're just gonna end it with the super just to get all that damage. And that's 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. TestYourLuck takes it over Fat Penguin. GG's indeed.
Yeah, GG's. Like you said, very solid Nago play happening there.
All right, let's take a look at the bracket. I think it's MacMens and Eddventure. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, whoever TestYourLuck is going to be moving on to fight Kyet later, like in the bracket.
Yeah. So TestYourLuck is going to be fighting Kyet next. And I know you meant actually, it's this is a scuffed night. This is a scuffed night indeed. You know what? We're trudging our way. Nothing will compare to the what do you call it? The ass hattery that was the first tournament that we ran.
Oh, the
Because
first drive one, or
The first drive one, yeah. Because we ran a tournament, because it officially released on Friday, so we ran a tournament day 1. And the lobbies didn't work yet.
oh no, oh that like where you had to like find the secret Twitter tech to figure out. It's like, okay, you can get to lobbies, but only if you're in the same room and if you have the right, if you know someone
But
in
we
the
had
Illuminati.
like 50 people, like, that ain't happening. And like getting
Yeah.
to our code took like minutes, like that ain't happening. So we were like, so to get matches on the stream, we're just like, hey, can you stream the Discord? Like we're just pulling people in the stream, the Discord, watching off of that. It was so
I mean,
so bad.
that's kind of like the offline tournament experience. Everyone crowded around the same monitor because this match is not being streamed raw. We really want to see this match, though. We got Eddventure versus MacMens right now. Already, and I'm kind of excited. I like seeing Jacko play. I like seeing very good Jacko play, and Eddventure has been excelling with that Jacko.
Oh, Eddventure is a class act in terms of Jacko pressure. I love watching it every time he's in the tournament.
Already setting up that pressure. Oh yeah, go setting out. We got to feed the whole family.
And it just doesn't. And yeah, that's right. We got another one coming
Now,
up.
keep the flags going. We got to go all the way into a perfect.
That's right. That was the perfect. Like the movement around, using the, like, look at that. Bouncing the minions around, keeping MacMens pinned down, using the meter to keep the pressure going.
Yeah, can't stop, won't stop. That risk gauge is getting up fast. Gets the hit in there. And all it takes is just a dust to end it out with a double perfect. That was a double perfect, wasn't it?
That was a double perfect.
Oh my goodness.
MacMens got heat on.
Oh man, this is another matchup I don't see a whole lot of. I don't play Jacko, but like on that, so I was kind of curious of what goes, and that seemed very, very, like that was a tsunami.
Yes. Oh yeah. And like I kind of want to like play Eddventure just to see what it's like, because I'm like, man, how can there be no gaps in all of this pressure? Surely there's something, right? But player after player comes to non-stop pressure, and I'm like, is that it? If I play Eddventure, am I gonna be just another person getting dunked on?
I'm signs point likely to yes here, because like just playing kickball earlier with that, have to get out the burst. Max is finally getting a couple hits in there on the other end, but the serpent helping. Like, oh, okay, YRC to get rid of the serpents, get a little back neutral back in there.
Uses the butterfly to extend the pressure, but only for so long, as Eddventure has started things up yet again, looking like they're gonna kill.
There it is. And that's one thing that like when I fight in Jacko, one thing I'm looking forward, like, it's like, okay, I want to get rid of the surface as soon as possible, and I have a feeling I know where it is. With Eddventure right now, it's like I'm having a hard time guessing where it's going to go initially. So like a little bit of like unusual patterns that I don't see a whole lot of. So
I like that burst. See what MacMens is able to do with it right now. Eddventure jumping on out, gets the minions set up, and you. All right, nice YRC. Get rid of the minions. You didn't want to deal with that, but I'm getting worried again.
yeah, oh, Edmund realized that MacMens was going to run in, just like drop the serpent at MacMens' feet essentially. And like it was able to continue up. It's like I'm gonna stop whatever you're planning right now. It's like I don't want to see it. I just don't want to deal with it. I got friends with me. My homies got my back.
That's right. That's right. But all right, going into game 3. My God, Eddventure on a tear right now. Remember, Eddventure fell to Petrafied, right? There's the ability. They're in losers rank, right? There's the ability to win, but how?
Yeah, it's really just been the pressure game so much, like keeping up that risk game, just finally getting the hit in. Oh,
Nice
like,
work.
yeah, good job on like on whiffing that, punishing with dust. Taking a little bit of extra time to summon out the servants here, gets on both sides, little sandwich again with dust.
Yeah, I think Eddventure was really counting on the dust to knock a minion into MacMens, but it wasn't quite close enough. gives MacMens the opportunity. They got Eddventure on the board. They got it. Anji does big damage. This should be enough.
That was enough, yeah. Unfortunately, unfortunately that jumping dust attack, like, it's handy in certain situations, but in the corner would just, like, whiff, unfortunately, cost the round.
Yeah, just a little bit further away than Eddventure wanted to be. Good stuff on MacMens. Taking full advantage of that. Now we're playing a little keep away game. No, we're getting in there. We got a minion sandwich going on.
Yeah, oh, gets the dust. This time it makes the mark. Purple RC will continue the combo. Gets a kick, like playing kickball. More friends are coming out to play. And we got another perfect on the board.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Alright, early burst, trying to get momentum in MacMen's favor. Alright, getting a little bit of dancing going on. Can MacMens utilize the core? No, we're sliding under the butterfly.
Yeah, low profile saves the day yet again. It's actually. Wait, what happened? Like, it looked like it hit, but was it just too far away, or?
It caught at a, like, basically, Jack was able to recover in time, so we got the block. So I believe MacMens was plus there, but
yeah. So that's unfortunate.
Oh, minion hit the guard. You're right. It did kind of look like the projectile one. So yeah, maybe the minion hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed that entirely. But wow.
Yeah. Just like that, Eddventure rocketing on to losers semifinals. We got to do the other side of quarterfinals. Yeah, we got Kyet and Test Your Luck.
Oh yeah, Eddventure's got places to be. Got more matches to do.
Get them in here. I actually, guys, I've been wanting to go grab another drink for like forever.
Yo, go for it. Go for it.
So I'm gonna do that now. We've had non-stop action.
It's been like usually, like we've talked a couple times on a couple things, but it's just been we've been just kind of going through everything. So yeah, hope you all at home are having a good time. Just enjoy the stream. I've been really happy to be part of it for the online local. I've been following along like on and off, but it's just been, and I've been joining from the other side. I'm just glad to be on this side of the mic. Hope you all are having a good time. We got Kyet happening. Already set up here. Looks like we are waiting for Test Your Luck. So getting the Axel Nagoriyuki match happening on here. With the way Test Your Luck has been playing, I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to go. We'll find out. In the meantime, if you are in the chat, if you have a chance, like go chat like !Matcherino, !Charity. You can go like the online local right now, transtexas.org. Like we're doing a fundraiser all this week for that. It's currently over $1,000 for this. I think last Kevin O'Hale said it was about 10 slots or so were left on there, like for donating. Like if you donate $1, if you donate any amount of money, Kevin O'Hale is going to add $5 to the pot to the contribution as well. So there's also sponsor quest there. There's also 2 t-shirts you can order. The very cool like rainbow wolf tee, very cool rainbow panda tee. They're waiting for you to check out here, and all that's going to be donated to transtexas.org to help combat the gender diversity equality in Texas. So and that's a good question. Where is the cat cam?
The cat cam is here. There's just no cat.
Where's the cat?
Cat's hanging out with my wife right now.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Cat's probably getting pets. So
yeah. Hey, that's how.
I respect it.
So we're just waiting on Test Your Luck. Input Eddventure score real quick before I forget. Yeah, where is Test Your Luck? How long has it been? I guess it's only been 3 minutes.
Yeah, we you came back went pretty quickly. So.
Right. I gotta breathe a little bit. I gotta take this time to like recuperate. You know, I gotta figure out.
Yeah, we
clear my
haven't really had
mind.
we haven't had much of a break, really. Like, it's been nonstop.
Yeah, and I love it. I love every second of it. Love every second.
Got a little bit of Avatar War happening above us here.
Yeah, now
Oh,
that
wait.
people don't get stuck on stations anymore, I should probably turn off the ability to attack other people.
Oh, yeah, because that does have a actual game mechanic with it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Alright, just getting some water, no problem, no problem.
Gotta stay hydrated.
That's right. Right, I mean, I did the same thing, right? How can I blame Test Your Luck?
Yeah. Actually, I may do that as well if you do not mind. So
Yeah,
give me
sure,
one
go
second.
for it. Go for it. Oh, yeah. So other than that, you know what? We're just enjoying time. Oh, one thing that's going on. Other thing that's going on is top 32 players. We keep track of all the stats. Sniffles are stats man. Based on your tournament placings, you get assigned points. Top 32 players of the year get invited to the Royal Rumble event, which will happen at the end of the year, as well as any tournament winners. I do believe, let's see, in terms of tournament winners, the only one who's left to win, I think, is Test Your Luck. I think Kyet, Eddventure, Medic, and Petrafied have all won. I know Eddventures has won. I'm just trying to remember if they won this year or not. But Royal Rumble is a hell of a lot of fun. Literal belt on the line, by the way, which is super cool. Let me pull up the example picture real quick.
All right, back.
Yeah, I was telling them about the end of year Royal Rumble event that the winners, as well as top 32 players over the year, get to go and join the Royal Rumble event, where a literal belt is on the line. This is the first belt that we got made for the Street Fighter event a few years back. It is legitimately the most fun I've ever had, either playing it because I played in that one or running it. It is a blast from every angle of the event.
Oh yeah, I could. Is that first to ones or like it's just like Royal Rumble? You get in for like King of the Hill style.
It's King of the Hill style, and it's all first to one, so you increase the rounds a bit. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want the rule sets to be, but it's King of the Hill, right? Last man standing wins the belt. So if you're the last person to go in, because it's all random, right? The order's random. Last person you come in, you win. Belt is yours. GG, easy, no re.
Yep. If you look at your closet and you think, I need a new belt. Hold on, I think I know a way to get a belt on the cheap.
That's right.
I can play Guilty Gear Strive.
Yep. Oh, we have everyone do their own entrance music and stuff. Oh,
yeah, there you go.
It's so much fun. It is so much fun.
I spit one for Tekken at one point, and I had a really a blast. Just I got to cut my own promo and all that. It's just, like those events are great fun.
That's a good point. I will not turn down anyone's promo. Hell, a promo in a normal ass tournament, cut it, send it to me, and it'll get in.
Okay, yeah.
Oh man. Fortunately, there's not as like a separate map so we can put on stream while we wait for a Test Your Luck, because this is the critical path.
Yeah, we have funneled down into, unfortunately, if this was an offline tournament, everything else is set to casuals. We got the one set up for stream.
Dude's in the bathroom. You're pounding on the door. I'm like, did you die? Do you need us to call an ambulance?
It's nothing's quite like trying to find the one person. It's like I need them for stream. I need to find them. It's like I think they're outside like smoking. It's like what? They've just been out there the last 5 minutes. Oh, okay.
Oh man. Yep. Okay, Test Your Luck is in here. We're about to get started. Let's see what Test Your Luck can do against Kyet's Axel.
Mankind.
Definitely, like if I'm playing Axel, I'm just wanting to get away as fast as possible from anything Goryuki can do. Catching with the low profile 2K. Actually catches on the duck afterwards.
Big counter hit, 2H right there. Gives Kyet a lot of room to work with.
Big opportunity for TestYourLuck now. Actually gets a duck again. This could kill at the end. Nope. One more touch. There it is. The third dust.
One.
3 for 3.
20 frames, unreactable. To be fair, it's more like 17.
Yeah, but it's still like, yeah, okay. It feels like, it's like, okay, yep. Ending it with the super. Oh, yeah,
Oh, get that extra damage. A little sweet spot for the extra damage. That's so brutal.
Yeah, and it ends with the 2S. The like I feel like 2S is Goryuki has a lot of great buttons, but I feel like 2S is the one that gets me the most.
I know it gets me a lot because I like sending with Night Raid Vortex because that goes underneath a lot of his buttons. The 2S gets me a lot too.
Yeah, my thing is 2S is quick enough to where it's like they can just throw out another one for free, and it's like, oh, they're not going to go for another one. Of course they are. It's like I play Mei. Of course I'm going to go do the same thing to them.
Right, you know, like presses the same button over and over again. Meanwhile, I'm mash and slash.
Yeah. It's like I'm clearly thinking correctly here. There's a 2S again. Goes into the grab. Got that corner pressure. One more to get the RC afterwards.
And I like the frame kill with the DP slide.
Rainwater makes his mark. Not quite enough to connect with the Rezengeki at the end there. And actually able to catch and like do like a little bit more damage, like trying to keep Goryuki as far away as possible until we need him close.
And there's a punish. I think that's a punish. Yeah, that's a punish.
Yeah. Sending out the full double all the way across. And there it is. That's going to be a half health, like if it goes all the way through. Oh, misses just at the end there.
But that's almost better for TestYourLuck because now he got Kyet trapped in the corner. Nowhere to go except through the wall, which I guess it's not going to happen. There's enough time has passed that the wall is survived. Healed.
Yeah, just enough time there.
I still miss when Kyet would do that mix-up, except instead of the jump dust as a follow-up, he would go straight into the Axle Bomber.
Oh,
he's going all in on that mix-up. He's just like, nah.
Yeah, just let go all the way out with the Axle. I respect it. Winter Mantis making its mark.
I like that challenge.
Yeah, this is looking a little better for Kyet here.
Oh, that air grab attempt was from so far away. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Oh yeah, no, definitely was trying to go for the grab, realized that got the super off as a reversal. Oh, another
There's
grab.
the grab. What's it gonna be?
Beyblade. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, the command grab. He was ready to party.
Yeah,
that 2-0.
Yeah, Goryuki gets a hug, and it's like, yeah, I'm everybody's friend now. Come over here.
Where do you think you're going? Take this
like
shot.
Yeah, you haven't had a drink with me yet. Come on.
Oh man.
But Kyet was doing a good job, like for the most part. Like still, like did lose, but it was like kind of keeping zoning.
A lot of close rounds.
Possible. Yeah, very close
rounds.
Starting out.
Just winning one more interaction would be enough to do it. Thing. Right now, TestYourLuck doing a great job of finding the opportunity.
Tries to go for the Winter Mantis, already backdashing from TestYourLuck's side on that. Already has the corner again. A lot of jumps coming in, probably trying to like just make TestYourLuck second guess a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of like just empty double jumps and stuff, trying to bait attempt. Alright, we're going into the one vision for the corner carry, as well as a bit of damage.
Yeah, get that dust Axel Bomber combo out.
Oh, I think he's dead.
No, the wall didn't break. Still has one more chance to dust again.
I was fully expecting another RC to continue it, but I guess he was too far away after the second slash target combo.
Yeah, it was maybe the bounce off the wall. There could have been a possibility, but unfortunately was not to be. Still got the round though. Gets that counter. Wow.
Yeah. Kyet's in trouble. Kyet's in a lot of trouble. It's party time.
It is double the parties. Hugs are everywhere. Hugs are just being given out free will.
Finds a hit. Ooh, catches the backdash. Maybe realize that TestYourLuck isn't actually reacting to the command throw. They're just waking up backdash.
Just like it's like you better do it just in case. But there it is. Like already, like TestYourLuck. Moving on.
All right, Eddventure, get in here.
And this is the last prior to like we're loser semifinals now.
Yeah, this is losers semifinals coming up. TestYourLuck versus Eddventure, which was earlier on in the bracket. That was round 2. Eddventure took it 3-0 over TestYourLuck. Let's see if TestYourLuck learned something for that. If they're coming back with a vengeance, or is Eddventure just gonna be tossing minions? Like, what can Nago do against 3 minions? The whole gangbang situation? Nothing, right? He's too slow, he's too big, he's too easy to hit.
Yeah, especially like coming from all sides there. Like, oh, I can continue the pressure. Both of these players have really good pressure, especially when like when they have like control, when they get the motor running at that point. So I'm kind of curious to see who hits first here.
Alright, I like that backdash, finds hit, but now Eddventure's in the corner after that burst, which I like that burst out of TestYourLuck.
Setting up one minion, getting the second one out there. Catching on the dust.
Yeah. Unreactable, but it's catching that backdash. That's the danger of trying to use, oops, I gotta switch the scenes. That's the danger of trying to use backdash the bait throws, right? You get caught by all the wake-up overdrives.
Right. Oh, YRC to block the dust. Get on the other side here.
Finds him with the low. Hits him with the low again. Gonna go through that wall.
Gonna even up the life bars just a little bit more. Gets the connection there. It's gonna end out the round.
Caught the clone toss. Good stuff out of Eddventure, making that comeback. Keeping themselves. Oh, that was good. There's no other way for my brain to describe it. That was good.
Yeah, no, that was just a good solid round. Meanwhile, on the other side here, taking perfect right back. It's like TestYourLuck's like, I'm not taking that down lightly. I'm gonna keep this going. Challenging the Beyblade actually before it lands. Try to go for the gold burst there, just a little far away, gets a little punish.
Oh, I'm just chasing those backdashes down with the extended range of the level 3 blood.
Yeah, 2S into the RC combo. Actually be able to backdash into throw there, gets 2 minions out. Summon them out, let's charge them up, keep going, morale is high.
And he's gotta eat all of it. Look at that chip! Like,
dust!
What? No. What am I looking at?
You are looking at a high risk gauge, all the pressure happening, dust coming out of nowhere, twice, 3 times actually, in that. To end the round, Eddventure getting on the board for the first time against TestYourLuck this entire time. On the run back, I think you're right. Eddventure did learn a little something.
No, Eddventure 3-0 TestYourLuck. You got it backwards.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry, Eddventure, yeah. Oh, I
mean, that looked pretty good for TestYourLuck.
You're right.
For TestYourLuck. What was that? Quarter, like, it's like, what happened?
Yeah, no, that was a lot. lot going on. A lot of like, and you're right. Sorry about it. Eddventure did win 3-0. I was getting it backwards on that. My bad. But
Alright, here we go. We're back in it. We got a minion sandwich going on. Eddventure with a good pickup. Gonna toss another minion on out there. Get the super stuff on. Uses the RC, or the YRC, but a block into the punish.
yeah, I like using the YRC to get rid of the minions, get rid of a little bit of pressure. But 2 minions are already back on the screen here. Backs away to get expects where Nagoriyuki is like, I think Eddventure's played this matchup a few times.
Just a few times. Just a few times.
Just a few.
Ooh, doesn't get the pickup there. No anti-air out of Eddventure. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Instead, that was a brave trade out of TestYourLuck. I'm gonna jump in with the minion out there. But he's trying to party. He wants the party. He's getting a party.
Right back at you. We're already down 1 round each. We're repeating the last match.
Burst, yeah, that was gonna do some big damage. Yo, Beyblading on through the minions. I love that option.
Yeah, actually, it was able to take care of both minions on that. Yeah, burst, keep you in the corner, catches on the counter, one
And
more
that's
slash
killed.
right down, evening it up
That's
1-1.
just straight up killed.
Yeah, that. I mean, the
2 hits, 25%. Easy.
Yeah, no. Sometimes I wish other games had like the Mortal Kombat where it shows the percentage on the combo, but I think I'd be scared and sometimes, especially against Nagoriyuki players.
There's a Souls triple DP combo. Oh my god. They killed Amelia from like 95%. Just like, why? Why?
Beating through the jumping dust, and a couple minions, at least one. There was a second one.
Sending out the armor. Yo, using the kick to get the counter hit, but oh man. Yo, TestYourLuck immediately turned that around. Things were looking so good for Eddventure, and then all of a sudden it's like TestYourLuck has the life lead. When did this happen?
Eddventure's trying to turn this around. Had 3 minions out for a second there. Started that actually well.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah. Ow. That might be, if not dead, very close to dead.
Very close.
Oh, no, it was dead. It is a dead. And again, that jumping dust getting nullified once more from Eddventure by Nagoriyuki's dash slash there.
Oh. Non-stop. And dunk the man on through the wall, which is, you have to be surprisingly close to the wall in order to get that wall break.
Oh yeah, it's
Weird
less
one.
common. Like, oh, there's the pop here, big chance.
Not close enough!
there in time.
Oh, right into the... Eddventure, no!
Oh, that was unfortunate. Like, bro, there was this tiniest bit of hesitation there. It's like, oh, wait, I can get in. Almost got in. Was able, like, TestYourLuck was able to just reconfigure, get the super in there, and just take the round from there. Wow.
Eddventure wants a lag test on test. Alright, Eddventure is calling for lag test. It looks like the lag for him is spiking up to a lot, and it happened to he's claiming a couple of
in a couple of matches, so we'll find out what's happening with that.
Yeah. Fortunately, I really wish that games included a Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no, I really do wish.
Because the technology is there. They just don't do it, right? I forget which game talked about doing it, and then they end up not. Like, please give it to me. I want it.
Yeah, I know Grand Blue is potentially getting a Wi-Fi indicator, but I haven't seen. I know there was an update. I haven't checked to see if that was included in and on that yet, but.
And Test is in Kyet, so it could just be routed, like, one of those things. Sorry. Reading some DMs, talking about stuff. But it's one of the unfortunate realities of online tournaments, and we do our best to vet everyone's connections, but unfortunately, like, sometimes, like, for instance, Yada and Medic just have, like, terrible connections with each other. Like, they're connected, it's just awful. I watch it happen, like, even spectating it, you can tell that it's awful. And it's just like, but both of them have perfectly fine, like, there's no indication why it would be awful. Yada's on the West Coast, Medic's on the East Coast. I'm on the East Coast, and I've played against Yada, and it's fine. Like, I played perfectly fine with them. For whatever reason, they just can't connect to each other. And
sometimes, like, I've had that happen in other games too, where, like, even people that live nearby, where it's like, oh, they're having trouble connecting to my game in that. So either, like, in those cases, in that person's case, probably was like a network thing happening, but also sometimes it just happens. Like, unfortunately, the internet and, like, is a complicated piece of machinery. But yeah, it is one of the things that seems to happen a lot with, like, even with games as good netcode as Guilty Gear Strive does. Looks like we're getting a connection test happening right now.
Yeah. I guess he didn't understand that I wanted them to do it, so he's offering to do it, so I'm agreeing that he should do it. I thought he DM'd me that his connection results.
I believe...
Trying to remember. Maybe you sent it to me, like, in the chat, so it's just, like, lost. So let's do from test. Hey, how come the from thing's not working? From test your luck. What the hell? Why can't I search my Discord? This is bullshit. Alright, I gotta just do it manually, like an idiot. God, this is the worst. I hate everything. Hate everything so much. You only sent me one? Why did you only send me one?
I know at one point you were saying that, like, you might wait till, like, after the first round to get the rest at one point. I didn't know if you got that or not, though.
Maybe you only sent me one. That's weird. Okay, so I definitely want him to do it and to send me the stuff. Just kind of waiting on it. To be perfectly honest, I'm inclined to DQ him. based on what I'm seeing earlier. But I'm waiting to see what his response is. But, you know, it happens. Online tournaments sucks.
Yeah. It's unfortunately one of the things that when you are doing an online tournament, and despite getting the connection test and getting everything sorted out, sometimes they happen. So.
And we do try our best to make sure to vet everyone's internet connections that come in here, and sometimes it's because, like, so competing goal of ours is we also let people join at the very last second. We're not like other events where like they cut off registration like hours before, or even like the Capcom Pro Tour cuts off registration 24 hours before the tournament starts, and they don't even check anything. They just cut off registration for like no reason at all.
Right.
I think it's technically just so they could seed the bracket, but that's a lame ass excuse in my opinion.
Seeding? Who needs to do that?
Like, you're gonna mid seeds, like, who cares?
Seeds are for birds.
Okay. Okay. Is Eddventure California? I don't remember. I think he's... But I mean, like, so what it is just like, if you want to get seeded, sign up before or whenever, right? And then everyone else just gets put bottom seed.
Right.
Champions. Kind of just wish he was a bit faster at this.
Yeah, we're just trying to get all the pieces of evidence together here. This is actually a pretty good time to, if you have just one more reminder at least before, the finals here, that we are like between this for like the Monday Street Fighter 5 online local and this one, all the funds from both of these are going to transtexas.org to help combat inhumane policies and protecting our fellow people against the bullshit that is the Texas government. So this is it's already over at 1,000 right now, and you can, like, there are 2 t-shirts you can buy. They're like both have involve the word very cool, have like really excellent animals on there that you could own, that have like kick-ass sunglasses and everything. And also, if you just donate anything, like I don't know how many spots are left on that, but I know that Kevin or Hell is going to be donating additional $5 per donator on those slots. So like, if you want to add a little bit more, actually want a little bit more bang for your buck on there, and you want to help support a very good cause, there you go. And also, yeah, there's still, all the claim codes are already taken for that, but there's still sponsor quests. You can do that, and easy. Doesn't cost you a thing at that point.
Mm-hmm. Except for your time and maybe some cookies that help with the extra tracking.
Oh, yeah.
You should learn how other tourneys do seeding. Spoiler alert, a lot of it's manual and it sucks. I actually think. I know I've been asked a couple of times to help seed the tournament. I'm like, really? We're gonna manually seed this?
Yeah, it really depends. It really depends on the size in a lot of cases. Like, a lot of times when we... I ran a few online tournaments at Tennessee Online with the Scruffy City FGC, and a lot of that, like, we had smaller brackets, and those are all manual at that point. I would be terrified to know the process for
that's why actually was like the best. You know, he automated the process, like straight up. He checked all of it. Back when we were getting like 100+ people, just
Oh, nice.
Checked it all. Like, you just checked them all. You didn't have to do a goddamn thing. I didn't have to do a goddamn thing. He had to do a lot. And that was like one of like the proudest thing, and the thing that caused him to snap at our Street Fighter tournament, right? Our Street Fighter tournament, Street Fighter 5 tournament on Mondays was getting like 30-ish, 30, 40 people. And we would have like 10, like 5 to 10 people just fucking up the connection results, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for the guild of the year, we'd have 100 people, and like nobody would mess it up. Everyone would just do it right. And I was like, this is great. This is amazing.
I think it's like at that point, it's like anime players like, yeah, we know what we have to deal with. We understand.
This is
It's all part of the
amazing.
game. I mean, really, it's only been relatively recent where we've just had the niceties of good netcode with plus R and Strive. It's been really fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they do a really good job in both of them. I'm still salty about Street Fighter V's netcode.
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm with you there.
Oh, man, people sending me screenshots. God damn it. I know you're not trying. Oh, I know people aren't trying to lie, but let me.
Yeah, you're just trying to collect everything and make sure it all looks good.
No, just don't give me screenshots. Good look. All right, we'll take a look at. This, right? If someone's like, oh yeah, just give me a screenshot. You just be like, yes. Hold on, it's been a while since I've tried to do this. I wish I was supposed to do this super fast. Now I'm just lost. Ah, there we go. Alright, 7. You see that? Shit. There you go, right? You just do that, and like, look at that. I have a screenshot. Oh, you guys couldn't see any. Oh, you guys couldn't see any of that. My bad. That explains why you're quiet. Anyways, yeah,
No, I'm
just...
like, it's like, what's going on? I'm just like kind of sitting here.
You can edit everything on here super fast. So I changed the ping to lol, jitter to shit, and the location to fuckville. Yeah. Super free. It takes like a minute, like tops.
Yeah. Inspect element is a fun tool.
All right, so he just sent me another test to Ashford, Virginia. This is the third test that he sent me out from Sacramento, California. So part of our connection rules, since this tournament's all of NA, we require that you have good connection to both the East Coast and the West Coast, right? Because that's kind of like, hey, we need to make sure that you have good, like everyone's gonna have a good connection with each other. If you try and do like a central server, then people with bad internet, like right near the central, like right in the center of America, end up like slipping by the thing. And that is also a little bit more finicky because like then you're just like kind of approximating a coast-to-coast connection, whereas like our connection requirements are like they're basically like it's a pretty high ping allowance of 100 ping, but it's because it's like, okay, if you're all the way on the East Coast and you're connecting someone all the way on the West Coast, it needs to be less than 100, so that because Strive, the rollback on Strive really starts breaking down, I think around 128 ping, and I think that's once you start getting like a server-to-server ping of a little bit above 100, that's when you start seeing above 128 ping on Strive games with people. It's not an exact science, but that's kind of yeah, I agree. I'm agreeing on like this time limit thing is it's hurting me. It's hurting me. Really tempted to just EQ him. my heart wants to DQ. My brain is giving him extra time. 15 minutes. Has it really been 15 minutes? Oh. It has. It's been 17 minutes. Alright, last. Oh, that's nice. Last chance to do it to the right server. Just out of pure annoyance. Out of pure frustration. Alright. Give me a test. Sacramento, California. It's fine. It's fine. It looks like he's got okay. Well, I mean... Well. He passes. Let's see. Anything else?
In like it's just in general or what?
Solve this mid bracket.
Okay, looks like we got links from both.
Look for next week. Okay. Otherwise we coin flip this shit. Like I don't care.
Yeah, I think real the problem is like the jitter. Yeah, it's like
Yeah. So jitter is the jitter at 5 is a little high. So we set it at 6. Generally that's fine. And it's mostly just to check it's mostly just there to catch people on Wi-Fi. Since we have no real way of verifying if someone's on Wi-Fi or not. Unless what do you call it? We have no real way of verifying if someone's on Wi-Fi unless they admit it, which, by the way, a number of people have. It's always surprising to me. We do get a number of people who admit to being on Wi-Fi, which I'm glad people are on. A lot of people are honest about it.
Yeah, usually there's no hiding it once it's like, hey, this connection's suspect at that point. But
Yeah. I will say you think Hot 5 is crazy high for jitter. I mean, for coast to coast, it's not that insane. Because if we, I mean, like, just out of curiosity, Axio, maybe take your code, right, and set the jitter down to like 3 as a limit and see how many people actually pass that. Because in coast to coast connections, like, you're going to get some jitter. You're going to get some. So yeah, it's mostly just try and catch people on Wi-Fi, which a lot of people are honest with. Not everyone is. And not every Wi-Fi player, and that's the other thing is like, so my worry, right, is that Test is on, is he hearing stuff? Alright, so that means we gotta get medic.
oh, okay, so Ed unfortunately is DQing themselves, and
Ed's DQing themselves. They just want to play, which you can't really blame them. It sucks. Whatever.
yeah,
We're gonna go with losers finals, medic versus test your luck, and not to like claim that to definitively claim that like test is lying about being on Wi-Fi or whatever. They could be on Ethernet and they could just have like a shit routing, and like, so part of the problem is like when people run the test, like jitter is essentially the variation. Like it's not packet loss, because with Wi-Fi and internet protocols nowadays, you don't really get a lot of packet loss anymore,
right?
Because it resends the same information. So what happens when a packet is lost and it resends it to make sure that it actually got there? You end up just getting high jitter because of that. And so that means you can just run the connection test over and over again until you get a good result. Which is why I'm worried, because of how long it took to get each connection result from test. Is that it's given like, you know, the minutes between every single thing. Because if you look at, I go, okay, I want to run a speed test right now.
Yeah, I mean, like, even like Eddventure showed a couple of like they posted 2 different ones, and there was like a slight change in jitter, not by much. It was like 0 to 1,
right,
in that case. So yeah, like it is what it is. That is just a snapshot for that exact moment in time.
Right, and it takes about 30 seconds to figure out, right? About 30 seconds, like, really, to get your connection result. I'm running it now since I mentioned it. I forgot to time it in any capacity. Yeah, I forgot to time it in any capacity. You can vary it below the limit. Okay, but I mean, like, so yeah, speed test itself is done. Look at that. Boom. Hooray. But I mean, like, in a practical sense, actually, like, I don't have normal internet, so I can't really test it. But, like, I feel like normal internet's gonna get, like, 5 jitter to coast to coast.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure of, on like to be honest. So
running it catches 4 people. Yeah. Which of those 4 people, like, so then actually of those 4 people, like, who has like bad connections with people that we know of? No problem, no problem. And it looks like Medic needs to play Medic to his cat. So Medic is
Oh, no.
DQ'd.
Oh no, this is
Your
Medic. I hope your cat is okay. So.
All right, Petrified.
I mean, again, another thing that happens with online tournaments. Sometimes things get
even in real life tournament, you get a call. Something's going on. You gotta go. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Go PM it. All right.
So that leads us all the way into grand finals here between Petrified and TestYourLuck.
I mean, yeah, that means Petrified is up, which I think Medic's the one in the room right now, so we gotta get Petrified back in.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm still kind of bummed about that because I was getting really into those matches between like Jacko Nagoriyuki matchup there.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
So, shit, we just gotta get Petrified back in here.
There we go.
Is he back in? Oh,
yep.
There you go. Perfect.
Slowly
Hopefully Medic's
sauntering
cat
to
is
the...
okay. Best of luck. Best of luck to Medic and their cat. Yeah, that's... Yeah, connection results suck. So we'll have to do... So last time something like this happened, we did a bit more vetting of the person's stuff. Sometimes, like, one person admitted to playing on Wi-Fi, and we ended up DQing them, and they're like, alright, well, I'm not on Wi-Fi anymore this week, and like, alright, can you send me a picture of your Ethernet cable? They're like, never mind.
No, it's the Emperor's new Ethernet cable.
Yeah. So we'll do... Yeah, so as things warrant better verification, we'll just do that, right?
Right, and that's also, again, like you were saying earlier, just that's a part of online tournaments, like kind of refining those rules and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't in the spectrum. In the meantime, we can only concentrate on the now, getting things through here. Petrified, using the RC to like just bust down and get that round.
Yeah, no, nice combos there. Getting the counter hit 5H for that extra close slash damage after the Bandit Revolver.
Oh, baits out the DP. Empty jump, trying to like see about any sort of reaction here, but already TestYourLuck with the corner here, having to hold all this, try to backdash out of it, get the slash, and there's the round already like that. I didn't even realize it was. I kept looking at it, it's like, oh, it's like at least a hit or two. No, never mind, that risk built up.
Yeah. That last hit did so much damage. Oh, the run catches the backdash. So many hits, but conversion, wake up DP. Petrified is going in.
Yeah, a little bit late on the Beyblade there, was able to take advantage of it with the DP. Bandit Bringer blocked off on impact. The low instant air dash did not make its mark, but the low profile does.
Oh, tried to go for the double DP combo, messed it up just a little bit. Not able to finish out that game there.
Yeah, one more Night Raid Vortex, just going all the way out there. It's been working so far. But not as trying to the backdash once again gets hit in the corner, and TestYourLuck taking that round.
Good stuff out of TestYourLuck, adjusting, seeing the defensive options out of Petrified, and you know what, changing it up to catch what Petrified was leaning on to get out of situations.
mankind knew that they can. Duel 1.
Going right back into it though. With the replay on the backdash, having to burst immediately.
Didn't want to take that damage. Going for the 5K again, even though it got backdashed. I like it. And that's kind of like the next level of mind games. It's like you see someone who's making immediate adjustments to your defensive options, and sometimes that means you just do the same thing again.
Yeah, sometimes like, let's just make sure, let's confirm the hypothesis.
Oh, we're gonna go through this wall. Alright, I see you.
Okay, yeah, plenty of damage from that. Just empty neutral jump. They're just, again, trying to see like what the TestYourLuck's going to do. There, blocks it with the purple RC. There, gets the 6P out. And
that's 6P. What the hell was that? Where did that come from? I wasn't expecting a Bandit Revolver, but TestYourLuck was, or perhaps they're expecting any one of Soul's far-reaching buttons.
Yeah, like there's Soul has quite a few buttons that can take care of them, and the Goryuki definitely can like can apply pressure with long-range buttons of their own.
Ooh, good backdash on that throw attempt. We're gonna get an easy kill there. Doesn't even need the wall break.
Yeah, but just prepared just in case. Prepare for all situations. Again with that, like the backdash after Beyblade.
Oh, and the backdash after coming in, and the burst bait. Catching that backdash as well. Oh my god, TestYourLuck. Just all over. All of it. All over all of it.
Below, and another slice and dice with the perfect there.
That's 2-0, right?
That is 2-0. We're on potentially reset point.
Yeah, potentially reset point. That's fast games too.
Yeah, this has been kind of like where like when we've been having games going on, it's either been like really quick or just kind of like feeling it out and like.
Well, that's what happens when you have two very high damage characters and very like high reward characters, right?
Mm-hmm. I was not expecting that. What looked to be like the far slash after that grab earlier though. That was.
Run up 6H, get him.
And going to end it with the Tyrant Rave.
Ooh, catches the backdash, and that's a clean round out of Petrafied right there.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta run up and slug a person.
Still going with that 5K, really expecting TestYourLuck to change up their options, but TestYourLuck perhaps figuring out the pattern.
Really activates the PRC, kind of keeps up the pressure with that jumping dust. Risk gauge looking pretty high at the moment here.
Yeah, full up right now, but a big 6P gets that counter hit.
Very like well placed 6P to get out of all that. Like, oh, it baits out the burst.
And the wild throw is enough to do it. I'm fully expecting TestYourLuck to overdrive, reversal overdrive one of these meaty Fafnums. Do you have enough time to do that? You have enough time to react?
I think you do. Like, especially like if it's not if improperly spaced, I think you do.
No, it's the same situation every time. It's definitely properly spaced. It's hitting meaty, but so I'm just like, I don't remember the startup phrase back. I think you have enough time to react to that, especially if you see it like you expect it, right? So,
right.
Guilty Gear Strive. Character select.
I try to run up, instant blocking, but no can do. TestYourLuck already getting the corner.
24 frames.
Yeah, okay.
Barely reactable. The limit of human ability. Ooh, I love that PRC right there.
Yeah, using the PRC dash to get on the other side and still get a punish afterwards.
That was a very brave burst. It was a very bold one, definitely. I like the belief in Petrafied has a lot of belief in themselves.
Trying to get that reset. Watching for the whiff. There it is. Get 5K. Unfortunately, like, still in the corner after that burst. There's another one. Punishing it with the 5P to 6P RC.
Oh, defensive throw catching the button attempt. And then catching the air dash, but doesn't get the combo. No punish out of Petrafied though. We're running out of meter.
There's the chip.
I actually really liked the attempt out of Petrafied right there. Knew they were out of meter and tried to clash with the button with a 5P.
Oh yeah, that would have like at least saved an extra second there at the very least. Also,
I mean,
was trying to
smart.
escape at some point. Yeah.
That's a bracket reset. It's a reset.
No hesitation though. It's like brand new set, brand new day. Let's go.
Just wash it off, you know, it never really happened.
Yeah. This is where like honestly, like it's like, oh, that last set, that's all information now. I can use that towards just apply it directly immediately afterwards.
Ooh, gets a fast throw. There's the command throw party time. Catches the backdash, the command dash backwards, pressing buttons once again.
Activating RC. Ooh,
Fine.
Maybe a button? Yeah,
Oh,
a
no,
button.
there was a close slash coming out. Those buttons were definitely pressed. Joe, I love that DP. I respect everything about it. The 6P obviously good, catches every single one of Soul's options at that range.
Oh, 5K, believing in it, and that time gets the grab on the
faster unit. Petrafied continuing to put on that pressure, finding the hits. But Test Your Luck, staying alive, keeping the blood gauge down.
Yeah, slowly draining, but still in that level 3 state. Tries to go in for the hope with the 2S that there it gets, finally make its mark.
Is he gonna pop? Oh my god, he got so many hits to not pop. There's a counter hit. Not quite enough to kill. Burst, possibly. Trying to keep it burst safe, and he does. Oh, maybe, there was one spot that he could burst, but I guess Test Your Luck at that point is like, no, we'll take the hell, we'll hold the round.
Yeah, keep it for the next round just in case. There it is, it's getting used now.
Clash on that DP.
Into the RC, Petrified has a burst of their own now. They really doesn't work the first time. Try it the second time.
Oh,
yeah, actually get it with the
that's a big
5K.
hit.
Ooh, with the just block punish, just defend.
Oh, and tried to run up a little bit too far. Petrified, or Test Your Luck Guild. If I'm right, Oberk something just a little bit too much off after a really good pressure spraying right there. Really good options, but Test Your Luck. And take yet another game.
Yeah, that was. I mean, like once Test Your Luck has started going, it's been pretty quick. But was that game 1 or game 2?
But game 1.
Ooh.
So, getting in there.
All right.
Game 2. No, Petrafied. Putting up a fight. I have no idea what else happens.
Yeah, it was like catching on the Beyblade, catching something for sure. Getting 2S, keeping the distance. DP making its mark there. Try to punish with the 6P. Just going to go put Test Your Luck going to push it into the corner here. Oh, with the late jump in.
Oh, there's the throw.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's the
calling
second
out
time
the
he's done that.
Fafnir. No meter needed. Alright, catches the backdash, catches a button. We're gonna go into the corner, get that corner combo. Not enough to break the wall. That one's gonna be though. Catches the backdash, immediate jump cancel, gets the full, oh, would have had the full combo.
Round start 5K, keeping the soul off you.
Okay, okay. I'm trying to bait out something. Big catch, gonna go. Yup. Oh, that combo. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, any with the Tyrant not gonna kill, but that's a big chunk of damage. It just walks up and grabs. Just do it.
Test your luck picking a very big button, perhaps expecting the backdash to come out.
Yeah, I mean, like any other time, I think that the answer would be yes. I think that was the one time. It's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good stuff out of Petrafied, tying things up one apiece, trying to survive, trying to win yet another tournament.
Yeah, look at only two more games to go for either player.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Good stop and go action, trying to get the burst to keep up the pressure there. Far slash misses on the mark. No one has burst available now.
Big counter hit, gonna go right into that DP. Oh, yep. Oh no, barely misses the combo. That's unfortunate for Petrafied. And now it's party time for Test Your Luck as they go to second command.
Yeah, having a little bit of a lunch break. He tries to go for the wild throw. He's going to pay dearly for that. Yeah, after the super, that's, yeah.
It was just a matter of whether or not it did the wall splat, but it wall splatted pretty early. Catches the backdash. Petrified in a bit of trouble right now, but a good challenge on the command dash.
Yeah. I like Petrified's been so good with these 5Ks the entire tournament.
I use that PRC to catch the backdash, but oh, that's a big counter hit. That's a huge chunk of life. Using that Night Raid Vortex to get in. That's a big counter hit. Yeah, just built the burst in time to save their life. And then with that counter, it should be enough.
That is. Yeah, Petrified, like, even with the big buttons that, like Test Your Luck was, like, showing across the screen, Petrified was not afraid. Was able to just punish and get the round from there. And just unrelentless pressure. Gets a grab this time around. Kind of resetting back to neutral. Waiting out the 2H.
Alright, backdash, but the far slash gets caught by Test Your Luck's far slash is a little bit faster on the trigger. As everything is coming up. Test Your Luck, or is it?
And we're going back into the same spot. Wild throw! Interesting, did not use the RC, but like RC has full meter available to them. Uses a little bit.
Finds a counter hit! Doesn't get a pickup!
Oh, the pop!
And just smashes him across the face.
Oh.
Man, if Petrified was paying attention to the blood meter, could have had it, but no. That's so unfortunate.
Just like in a blink of an eye, like everything changed.
That would have been such a good. That was such an amazing comeback in the making.
Yeah. But now we have Test Your Luck on set point. Petrified, like, slightly down, but not out here. Like, definitely he's been making the improvement. Like, definitely keeping up the pressure a lot more in that last game. It's been working.
All right, good blocks. Gonna punish that. Trying to bait out the defensive throw. Not coming though. Oh,
there's the command grab, burst in on the other side, get that corner.
Once again, yeah, just patience. Knows that TestYourLuck is just going for it. Tries to catch that backdash with success. It's a little bit too far away, and then sliding on right underneath. Gonna go for that. Nice little combo. Keep him in the corner. Backing off. I think that's a block.
That is a block. Yeah, you're gonna get the full punish.
Yeah,
Activation
should go
RC.
through the wall. More than enough to kill.
Yeah, the wall helping out in that round. Oh, good backdash on the 2K, but still wasn't able to punish the follow-up.
Oh, that's a good anti-air. Unfortunately, not able to get the full combo after that. A little bit too late on the whiff punish there on that 2H. Petrafied getting a little impatient. And it cost him that round. Perfect for Petrafied, as they're on tournament point right now.
A little bit of more stop and go. It's been working out pretty well for Petrafied, continuing up that pressure. Gets caught on the 6P into Beyblade. Having to burst out of there before any more damage on the combo. Gets the bandit bringer that time.
Oh, and slides on right underneath again. But drops the combo, finds the counter hit. We're gonna go through the wall. Not enough to kill though. That's gonna be enough to kill. Big old bar slash counter hit.
Bringing it all the way back. It's 2 and 2.
Right, final game of the tournament tonight. Someone's gotta win.
About to find out who here. It's like this is really close to call. Too close to call here.
Yeah, you can really go either way here.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
5K round start into the command grab afterwards.
Finally showing that option after so many times trying to bait out the 5K. That's a lot of blood. He might be popping. No.
He might be not quite. Almost there though. Slowly coming down. Baits out the burst. Catches on the back phasing.
And gets him with the 2K as well. This round is looking like it's all TestYourLuck. This TestYourLuck once again is testing Petrafied's resolve as he's on tournament point again.
Get the instant block immediately. 6B. Again, that 2S is doing a lot of work here. Backdash on the first part of Bandit.
Good here, that 2 slash, or the 2S, with a close S.
Baits out the DP, but couldn't get a big punish off of it. One more 2 slash, tries to go for the dust, a little too far away though. And the punish with the 6P, that's going to be TestYourLuck being your winner.
Yeah. Good stuff out of TestYourLuck, remaining patient there. Letting Petrafied hang themselves with their aggression. Really smart overall on the offensive versus defensive choices. Really coming out on top repeatedly. Repeatedly coming out on top and like predicting how Petrafied wanted to act on defense. So good stuff. Good stuff out of both players. GG's.
Oh yeah, for sure. And especially seeing like on that second match, taking that information and like bringing it back to a very close 2 and 2. But yeah, TestYourLuck getting. You said this is TestYourLuck's first online local Strive tournament. Okay.
Yeah. So good stuff to them. So they're not qualified for that end of year. Whatchamacalls, end of year Royal Rumble. Good stuff to them. And then last, so I think it's going to be open for the rest of the night, but I'll tally up the number of people who donated tomorrow and make the donation there. So we're still, if I could, let's see, what is the current count?
I lost where it was. I'm looking at it. I was looking at it. And...
1, 2, 3. Oh, I was thinking a number of people have done it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, it looks like, is the current count. So that means we need 12 more people. Oh, hold on, let me look at the shirt buys. The problem with the shirt buys is that it will double count people, and I have no way of like checking.
Oh, okay, yeah, like it does show the like for the sponsors and for claim codes and whatnot, but I could see that being an issue for the shirts.
Yeah. Well, the shirts, it shows up as shirt buys, but like since it'll so if someone donates like $10, so is there an example of anyone doing that? Maybe no one's on. Maybe it's a completely different list of people. It's guy like oops. Oh man, maybe it is a completely different list. Overhaul. So for example, Overhaul both donated and bought a shirt.
Okay.
So there'll be some double counting there, but if we're at 28, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or potentially at 38 people, maybe less, but a couple more people donate. There's still like get an extra $5 into the charity if you donate. So do that. I'll close it up tomorrow, make the donation. And that'll be that.
How open for until like when will this arena link close?
Probably after I make the donation tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, we'll still have a chance, one last chance to for trans rights. So transtexas.org.
Okay. Yeah, so with that, thank you for joining me in the commentary booth, Risky Sweep. It was a pleasure to have you. Do you have anything you want to shout out before we go?
Yeah, I guess shout out to my local FGC, Scruffy City FGC. We got a local event happening like here Sunday, March 20th, where we're actually doing 2v2 for Strive and so 2v2 teams for Strive and Tekken there. So you like look up the Token Throwdown if you're in the East Tennessee area on there.
Yeah, awesome. And with that, thank you guys for joining tonight. Always a blast to have you on. Unfortunate connection things, but that's the nature of online tournaments. But we'll get that sorted at some point. But have a good night, everyone, and I will catch you next week. Peace.
Take it easy.